Hi, chat. Hello, hello. How are you guys doing? Almost a baby. Let's go. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for the 8-month resub. I appreciate it. Please enjoy all your subby perks for a whole month more. Also, hold on. Let me see who got first screw. I see. What the heck? 60 months. That's just bonkers. That is absolutely wild. Are you the first person with the 60-month resub? I think you might be. I think you might be the first one. That's mad. That is absolutely mad. That's 5 years, yeah. I know. That's what I'm saying. I'm like actually a little bit confused as to how that number in chat is real. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I agree, ma'am. I agree. I'll see if I can pass it along. I mean, I probably can. I don't know if there will. I don't know if they'll do anything with it, but thank you so much for the biddies, Doan. Thank you so much for kicking off the hype train. I appreciate it. I would like that idea. I would very much like to be able to share 69 biddies as well. I think that'd be hilarious. Biddies, not biddies. You can share 69 biddies. I meant streak. My brain. It's Friday. I mean, any day this is my brain, but at this point, I'll just come up with excuses. But let me actually check first crew. Maggie, Donut, Esther, Micah, and Thomas. Congratulations for snatching one of the first 5. True, they would probably need to limit it to be PG. I didn't think about that just yet. Ooh, enjoy Molly. That sounds really good. That sounds so summery. I love that for you. And a few others. I'm now in winter 22 and loving Stardew again after taking a big break. Yay, let's go. I'm so happy that you're not like doing the min-maxing and just playing more relaxed, because honestly it's brought my enjoyment back so much, and I love to hear that others have that same experience, because it's so sad to lose enjoyment for a game like Stardew that you love so much. Oh, interesting, Rose. I never knew that, but that sucks. I'm sorry that you get stomach aches from noodles. Also, Chris, thank you so much for the 245 stream streak. Absolutely wild. Also, hi, Nando. It's good to see you. I hope you're doing well. And thank you for the follow just now. And Charlotte. Of course. What book did you finish and what book are you reading now? Important questions. Thank you so much for the 52-month resub. That is also absolutely bonkers. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I was just saying thank you to Chris for the 245 stream streak, which is also wild. Cranky Mother, thank you so much for the 3 stream streak as well. I appreciate it. My husband and I played Stardew together and finished it, but we have to redo now that they added a bunch of stuff. Yeah, there's actually so much new stuff. Especially if you did it 10 years ago. There's been quite some updates since then. You have, like, I thought if you did it like 3 years ago, you still have quite a lot of new stuff, but like, then you haven't even played Ginger Island. Oh no, Charlie. Oh no. So ready to watch you farm. I'm gonna do my best to be extra cozy today. It won pasta shape, which is likely. No, not your favorite. No, 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 no. That sucks. But yeah, I can imagine that it starts to make you feel insane, because you're like, why does no pasta do this to me except like certain types? The next one's like 30 behind. That is actually wild. The Winner is by Frederick Beckman, third and final book in the Bearworm. Why did I say Bearworm? Beartown trilogy. I don't know what to read now. I'm thinking a silly little romance book so I can laugh or rage again. That is fair. Have you read the Heated Rivalry series? Or watched it? Because then you'll know why I'm recommending that as a, well, not silly little romance book, but if you're looking for something that also will make you cry, but like in a good way, not in a like I'm really sad and heartbroken, but in a like, oh my God, this is so wholesome in an amazing way, like that kind of way, then I can recommend it. I don't know, Rose. I do know that certain pastas are like, depending on the shape, they're made with like a different amount of certain ingredients. Just because not all pastas, in terms of like the recipe and the ingredients that you add into it, like it will be the same, but the amounts might be different. Because if you're trying to create like really long strands of pasta, you need it to be not too dry, so there might be like more egg in it, for example, if you're like making spaghetti or something. But like if you're making let's say tortellini, it needs to be like more elastic because then you need to be able to fold it. So they usually play around with like the amount of ingredients. It's usually the same ingredients, but like the amounts might differ. Me neither, Tayuki. When I started Heated Rivalry, everything that people have told me was a lot of sex, which, I mean, that's not a lie. There is a lot of intimacy, but all the intimacy serves an emotional journey and like a purpose. And it's actually a really emotional journey, like in a beautiful way. I tried, but I didn't like the writing, but I did watch the show. Okay, fair enough. I haven't tried the book. I own the book, but I accidentally bought the second book, not knowing that Heated Rivalry was actually not the first book in the series. So I'm going to have to buy the long game because that is the first book, which is the story of Scott and Skip. Which was also, by the way, very confusing when there was a TV show character named Scott in a show that I was watching with Scott. Oh, that is so fair, Philippe. I dislike Twitch on phone as well. Especially recently, there's been so many pop-ups and ads and things happening, so that if you open Twitch on your phone, all you see is just pop-ups and you don't really see the stream or the chat, and there's like things that you can dismiss that for me don't work, so they keep coming back. So yeah, I totally feel you. But your PC's power supply is fried. Oh no, that sucks as well. How did that happen? The recipe is like identical to the other noodles we buy. That is weird. Then I wouldn't know what the reason would be. Also, hi Lisana, welcome in. I've had a really good day, actually. I've had a really good day. I went to Pilates class this morning. Wasn't the best Pilates class of my life. Like I struggled quite a bit, but I did get through it. Then I went home, did groceries. Then I sat down at my desk. I recorded a video. Then I had a meeting with Lena and Micah because Lena is going to take over the editing for the Pack Legacy Challenge. So, and Lena has also been editing more videos for me, like speed builds. So we did like a little handover meeting. Then I recorded a Pack Legacy episode. And then I recorded another episode for the Restory Let's Play. And then I cooked dinner. So it's been like insanely productive. Also, thank you guys so much for the hype train. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. I know, right, Esther? It was actually wild because, okay, so to give you guys a fun timeline, I was doing like my whole YouTube rebrand. And then I was figuring out, okay, I'm going to need more help with editing because I can't do all of this alone. How are you so motivated? Well, if I don't make the content, my bank account remains empty, which is a pretty good motivator. Not that if I make content, that's a guarantee for my bank account to fill up, unfortunately. But yeah, I kind of have to pay my bills, you know? and that's the thing with this particular job is if you are not motivated to do the things, you should not be doing this job because then there's simply no paycheck. I know that for a lot of people, like if you work for like a company, you have like a contract, then you can basically just go to work and some days just not be motivated and then you still get money. But with this job, if you're unmotivated, you fuck yourself over basically. So yeah, I mean, that's obviously not the reason I'm motivated. I'm just fucking around. It is a good reason though that sometimes helps me like kind of push through harder days where I'm like, yeah, but this is your job. You can like have to do it. But also I just love my job. I love doing this. And I'm literally like I'm recording videos where I'm literally playing games. I played an hour of Moonlight Peaks, an hour of Restory, and an hour of The Sims today. I'm not complaining. Anyways, I was saying, sorry, my ADHD like latched onto that message, and then I was like, I have to say something. I like did my whole restructure, not rebrand, but like restructure of what I wanted to make. I was like, okay, I need to find more editing capacity. So I send messages around to like editors that I'd already worked with, to be like, hey, would you be available to do this or this or this? And I'd worked with Lena before for speed builds. And then Lena said, of course I can do this, but I also like, if you ever need more help with other videos for other games or anything, I'm available too. And like 2 days later, Micah tells me, hey, I don't think I'll be able to continue to edit the Pack Legacy because, you know, life and other obligations, and it just doesn't fit into my schedule anymore. I'm not going to drop it out of nowhere, but like, would you be open to finding a new editor? And I'm like, of course, no worries. So it was like literally Lena said, I would be open to editing more. And then I was like, well, fun fact, I actually have more work. So we did a little handover video. My brain, I swear to God. That's the downside of recording 3 hours is I can't speak anymore. We did a little handover meeting where like basically we just talked about the process of how do I record? How do I deliver the video? What steps does Micah take? Does Lena have any questions? And it was like a very productive meeting. Didn't take super long, but it's nice to know that the Pack Legacy can continue because I know there's a lot of people who are very invested into the story at this point. Oh my God, okay, I'm loving Moonlight Peaks. I am loving Moonlight Peaks. I'm having so much fun. Will you be streaming and recording Loftia? I won't be recording it because I don't think it's a game that works very well for like Let's Play content because it's so based on like collaborating with people, which I think makes it ideal for streaming. I plan on streaming it. I would love to play Loftia again. I actually don't know the exact date that it comes out. Do we know a date? I think we do, right? Why do I not know this from the top of my head? Let me look it up. I know it was somewhere in fall. I do remember that. It was earlier than I expected. Just for, okay, planned release date 2026. It still says that on the thing. I mean, I would love to play it. Watch it come out as I'm in the US. That always happens. But yeah, I would love to play Loftia again on stream. And like, yes, it was the open world game where like it was the sort of like solar punk vibe where we took the air balloons between islands and we like played with a bunch of people from stream. That it was a good game. I had a really great time with it. The thing is, we're gonna have to like replay part of the story though. When are you in the US? Just so I can put the release for Loftia on my calendar. I'll be in the US from the 10th to the 17th of November. Yes, with the bonk. Exactly. Ooh, does it release on Switch next week? Oh, have fun. It's such a good game. I start posting the Let's Play on Monday, September 7th. And then it will be bi-weekly episodes. So every Monday I'll have like either an episode of Moonlight Peaks or right now Restory is the other one that I'm doing. But Restory is a bit of a shorter game. So once that one is done, I'll start like another one. And when Town to City is done, I'm also going to start another one. So I've already recorded 3 episodes now for both Moonlight Peaks and Restory. I'm basically trying to pre-record a little bit just so that if I start traveling to the US and stuff later, I don't put myself in a pickle in November. Hiding behind some plants to rush Rome with the hammer was so funny. I have so many good memories from that game. Listen, it was a wild ride, but like in the best way possible. They actually left. They joined right as I walked into this room, Esther. They were like, oh, Human is gonna stream. That means we can chill. They were like here in the afternoon. Then I went downstairs for dinner. They followed me, and now they came back upstairs with me. Yeah, I think the friend club bit will work this time. The thing is, obviously, we played it in a beta version, which is like, it's bound to have bugs, but I mean, it is still going to be an early access, so there's still going to be bugs. It's still not going to be perfect, but I think it was the biggest feedback point that they got from so many people. Like, hey, this is a multiplayer game. This really should work well. Hi, Lena. Hello, hello. I thought they were here since the Insta story. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, they are in exactly the same. Well, not entirely. Toot was actually on the chair. But yeah, they just follow me around. I'm also excited for Witchbrook. The thing is with Witchbrook, it is yet another pretty big game that is based around like, I don't know, like life sim style. And I'm like, I'm playing too many of those games at the same time. I don't know how people do that. I'm like, how does everyone play all those games at the same time without getting overwhelmed or burned out? Nee. Oh. Ew. Ew. Ja, dat geloof ik wel, ja. Ew. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna share. You guys are gonna get the secondhand disgusting story that I was just told. Just because it is like intriguing, but also disgusting. So we have like a storage box downstairs, and for like the past 2-3 weeks, there's been like every single time we go inside, it smells. And initially we just assumed that maybe the neighbors had like a bin bag or something sitting in the storage box next to us. Because it smelled like trash. But then it didn't go away. And we were like, yeah, we kind of have to figure it out. So we had a little look-see, but we didn't see anything. And Scott just went downstairs and we like store our cat food, like our wet cat food in the basement. And apparently one of them started leaking. I don't know if that's because there might be mice or something down there or for whatever reason. But obviously that is like the whole point is if it's sealed, you can keep it for quite a long time. But as soon as it opens, it starts to rot, literally. So he just came in. He was like, I found the source of the smell. It was actually disgusting. And he just cleaned it up. But that explains why we thought it was smelling like garbage. We just didn't expect that it was coming from there. Yeah, I know. I was initially, so we also have like a crate with older beer bottles that Scott needs to take back. Like there's like money on the bottles, but it needs to go back to Belgium. It's from a very special brewery and they only accept the crate if it's like the full crate with all the bottles in it. So we have it like saved there because he bought this like 2 years ago. But that place in Belgium is not super close. So he needs to like specifically get a car to drive there. So initially I thought that like maybe a mice or like a mouse or mice like got into the beer bottles and then couldn't get out anymore. And maybe they died. So I was like, oh, we need to check the bottles. But then he did. And he was like, there's nothing in there. But then the bottles were like on the top shelf where also the cat food was. So I think that's how we like saw that something was leaking there. But yeah, GG's for Scott for cleaning it up. But he was like, yeah, it's very smelly. So I'm like, yeah, thank you for doing that. I would have probably not been able to clean that up. I'm very sensitive for smells like that. Also, hold on. Is it Via Art? Welcome in. I hope you're doing so well. I have not heard of the game Grave Seasons. No. Is it also a life sim, like farming sim kind of game? Also, welcome in. I hope you're doing very well. Yeah, exactly. It's meat. So I like in that way, I guess it's got a dead animals. Random question. Am I the only one who uses plates until they break? Like the plate I took out of the cupboard for my pizza had a massive crack and held together by willpower and good vibes. No, I get that. Like I'm also a person, I just in general use stuff until it breaks. And then I started dating Scott, and he's kind of like the opposite. He will just like buy new stuff whenever he's like, yeah, we've used it for like a good while and it's starting to show wear and tear. And I'm like, yeah, but it still works. And he's like, yeah, but it looks horrendous. Like exactly like a plate like this that you can visually see is about to break and is like old and probably could do with a nice refresher one. But like, I'm like, no, but it's still working. It still serves its purpose. And then he's like, yeah, but you can just buy a new one that's like shiny and like nice. And I'm like, yeah, but this one functions. I guess it's also partially like I am someone who likes my aesthetics, but things that you don't see do not have to be aesthetic. So like a plate, 99% of the time it will sit in a cupboard. I don't see it. So it doesn't matter if it looks old. As long as it's functional, I'll use it. But like if like stuff on my desk, like if my mouse mat is starting to look like weary and teary, I will buy a new one because I look at it every day. So for me, it depends, I guess. To be fair, I have gone through like 6 mouse mats since I started streaming, which is like a mouse mat per year. But that is also because I spill a lot of stuff. I'm really bad with like, I spill like coffee and stuff. And then at one point it starts to look really disgusting, but that's why I have a mouse mat. So my desk doesn't look like that. It is a farming sim, but someone in town is a serial killer. Oh, that is definitely an interesting twist on it. That is like different. Like it's cozy, but different. There's like a game that I'm going to be playing for my YouTube channel. They gifted it to me and I've been like very intrigued to play it. It's called bookbinding. And you literally have to design book covers and like the entire art style and everything is like super cozy. But the thing is, your customers all are hiding secrets and one of them apparently committed murder and you have to redesign a book cover to like cover up the murder. And like I was like so intrigued. I'm like, I am intrigued by this game. They reached out to me. They sent me a message. They were like, do you want a key to the game? And I'm like, well, I can't promise that I'll cover it because I get so many game keys. I'm like, I will definitely add it to my library and like I'll see if it fits in my content. I'll see if it fits with like my audience and, you know, the vibe that I want to give out on my channels. If it doesn't, I might play it like privately or I might include it in like one of my game feature lists or something. But I'm like, I can't promise. Like that's always my sort of the upfront disclaimer that I give to games that want to share keys with me. I'm like, I'm not promising that I'll make content about it, but you're always welcome to share it with me. And then I'll definitely make sure to like check it out for a little bit. And I checked this one and I was like, this sounds so fun. It sounds like such a weird combo of things in a game and I want to try it out. So I think once Restory is done on my YouTube channel, I'm going to do a little Let's Play for bookbinding. Just because there's so many elements where I'm like, I like all of this, but together I have no idea what to expect. Bookbinding is a hobby I've been on and off for years. You should definitely check it out. Also, if you guys, hold on, there's another game that I also got a key to, but I actually had that game on my wish list before they sent me a key. I might have actually requested a key for this one. That I also want to share with you guys. If you enjoyed this, if you enjoy the bookbinding, I'm also going to grab a link for you guys for that one. Hold on. Because I think, yeah, both of them are on my YouTube backlog. Let's go to the store page. I'll put the bookbinding for you guys. That's the one that I just talked about. It literally says a quiet bookshop, a magical past, a murder, and tarot cards that can twist fate itself. Craft beautiful covers, read between the lines of your customers' lives, and decide which secrets deserve to stay hidden, including your own. So that sounds really intriguing. And then another one that I think you guys might like if you enjoy this concept is, hold on, no. This one and then store page. It's called Scriptorium, Master of Manuscripts. Make and share the most beautiful and bizarre medieval art imaginable. Manage and grow your manuscript workshop by illustrating manuscript using friendly tools and a massive range of drag and drop artworks from the deepest reaches of history. Welcome to your very own scriptorium. And like, if you look at this game, the whole artwork and everything, it is so wacky. If you like book design or art or anything, I think you'll enjoy this game as well. Oh, my sweater. I bought it at the artist alley at TwitchCon. Hold on, I can get you the artist. I made a post about it on Instagram. I don't remember the name of the artist, but I'm very happy that I saved it. Because they have an online shop as well, and they have different designs. Look, it also has like embroidered leaves and stuff on the sleeves. I did spend so much money impulsively on this sweater. I saw it and I was like, I have to have it. And then I didn't buy it or like in the beginning. And then I was hanging out with a friend and like half an hour later, she was like, you should go buy the sweater. And I was like, yeah, I think I should go buy the sweater. The thing is, there's one downside to it. The sleeves are a bit short. I don't know. And also like because I already bought an extra large because all the other sizes were sold out. But like, I don't know, I don't mind it with this weather. Like it's kind of like 19 degrees today. So if I'm sitting still, I get a little bit chilly and then it's perfect. But it's like really loose and then the sleeves are a bit short, which means that if it's actually cold, this doesn't really work. But look, it's like really oversized. And then the arms are like, I don't know. So this is like perfect for when it's not super cold. But just more like today where I'm like, when I was wearing a t-shirt, I was actually a bit cold because it's a little drafty today. And then something, it's almost like a big t-shirt. It's also, I feel like the sleeves were longer when I bought the sweater and they like shrunk. Because now that I look at the photo that I posted, look, the sleeves look, hold on. The sleeves look a lot longer. They're like over my hands. So I think maybe the washing machine shrunk it. Which is weird because I washed everything on 30 degrees. So I don't know how that would have happened. But I can... their name is Malkaina? I can probably find it. Hold on. To be fair, I also obviously have weird like proportions because I'm a Dutchie. So I don't know. I always feel like when I buy clothes abroad, they're always like a weird fit. But this is their web shop. They also have a whole bunch of really cute stuff, like other things. So be warned, you might go shopping. But yeah, they have I just checked. It doesn't seem like they have this particular sweater, but they have another one. They have different, like the same concept, but different designs. Which makes sense. They're an artist. They're probably updating their designs. I know they have loads of stuff and it actually like really cute stuff. See, this is the one thing that I'm really scared of. Now that I know that I'm going to go to TwitchCon US again. The artist alley at that con is I'm going to be broke. I'm not clicking that link. I'm on a shopping ban. A wise decision. Very smart. Also, I just realized the ads ran, so that means that we can start up the game. Hold on. Stardew Valley, where are you? There. I know, skeleton, me too. I'm very excited. Also, I'm gonna pause the music. I'm very excited to do and star. I've been looking forward to this all week. I'm trying my best to save money, but I'm not good at it. I feel that. I mean, I'm on a book buying ban. And then I was like, okay, so what else am I gonna buy now? I'm like, do I go shopping for clothes or jewelry? And I was like, no, Ro, if you're gonna think like that, you might as well go buy books. My day's been really good, Anna. How's yours been? I hope it's been well. Don't we all deserve a little treat after saving? Exactly. You're like, oh my god, I saved all that money. Look, now I can treat myself. Just bought a book. Oopsie. Yeah. I mean, I have 2 books that I still get to buy that are like on my list. That I'm probably gonna buy like sometime soon as well. Um, one is the first book in Heated Rivalry because I made the dumb mistake of buying book 2 and not book 1. So that has to just be fixed. Also, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Welcome in. And then I'm gonna buy a book of a friend of mine because I'm gonna see them at TwitchCon and I really want them to sign the book. Because that's just too fun. Like, it doesn't happen every day that you can ask an author to sign the book for you. So I'm gonna buy that book, and then I think I'm gonna read it on the plane because I'm most likely traveling by myself to TwitchCon. So then I can just read it on the plane, and then when I get there, I can be like, "I read your book. Can you sign it for me?" I don't know. I think that'd be fun. So I'm allowed to buy that one. You like the book better. Interesting, Anna. Interesting. I haven't read it yet, so I can't compare, but I really liked the series. So now I'm like, that's a good sign. They changed too many things. Interesting, because I feel like so many people actually said that. At least in the first season, they stayed pretty close to the first 2 books combined. So now I'm really interested to see how they change things. Oh, they do have the green sweater. Oh, then I just apparently had my eyes closed, Jess. Then I just had my eyes closed. The first game you mentioned. When? Because we discussed many games. What could you summarize what I said about the game? Because then I will definitely be able to reproduce the title. But I talked about so many games. I don't remember which one was the first one. Oh, bookbinding? There we go. Okay. I was like not sure if you potentially meant Moonlight Peaks. Oh my goodness. Hello. Thank you so much for the raid. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, how was your stream? I hope you had a really, really good co-working session today. Thank you so much for bringing everyone over. A bear hug raid is literally adorable. Stop. That is so cute. Thank you so much for bringing everyone over. Anyone from my side, if you are not following Soph yet, what are you doing? Go fix that right now. Go drop your bum on the follow button that is floating above chat right now. Soph is wonderful. Does a lot of co-working, really good vibes, and I know that you guys will like it over there. So go practice your squats. You got this. I did a workout this morning, so you guys can do it too. So are you going to play Stardew? Yes. I've been obsessed again. It took me 4.5 years to cure my burnout, but now that my burnout is gone, I am locked in. You started playing it 2 days ago for the first time ever. I wish I could experience Stardew Valley for the first time again. Like truly, that is there's no experience like it. I hope you have the best time. We are playing modded Stardew today, so my Stardew might look different. I have a lot of aesthetic mods because I love making my Stardew like very cozy and cute. And we have 2 major gameplay mods. One to remove the fishing game because I hate fishing, and 2, I have Stardew Valley Expanded, which adds like a ton of characters and storylines and stuff. So you might see some things. Any advice for a newbie? Save 1 of everything. At least 1, preferably 2. Anything you find, anything you farm, don't sell everything because there's so many later points in the game where you need like a flower to give as a gift or something for the community center, or like there's so many little things. Save 1 or 2 of everything. That's going to save you so much headaches like down the line. Definitely hoard, but also like balanced hoarding so that you also make money, because otherwise you're going to save everything and never make money. I usually, yeah, and for crops, preferably 5. That's actually a good one. But for like gems and stuff that you find in the mines, you can save like 1 or 2, and then you should be good to go. Anyways, I just realized we started yapping about the game because obviously The game is awesome, but I actually haven't introduced myself. And I have a little raid video that's like a 1-minute introduction to me and my streams and my community that I would love to share with you guys. So I'm going to play that, and then I'm going to show you guys Stardew and tell you guys about the farm and what the plan is for today. So yeah, I'll see you on the other end of the video. Enjoy the introduction. Hi, welcome in. My name is Rosanna, or Ro, and online I go by rosannatxt because I'm quite the chatterbox, so I have a lot of text. See what I did there? I am a full-time creator and Twitch ambassador, and on my streams we do a mix of gaming. 8, 9. We did it! She is doing the partner pussy. I didn't mean to say partner pussy. Maybe Friday we're gonna murder all the chickens.
Oh, Joe, you can pet the sheep. If this stream ends in us having another baby, I'm calling this challenge cursed. Oh my god, that's a child. I hate you, I hate you, I hate you.
We do co-working and sometimes co-reading. I am gonna start our first work session. I wish you guys good luck.
Thank you for the horses. You just made me say that in public.
And a sprinkle of IRL.
The grass one is not my favorite. For anyone asking, we're doing a beer tasting, and I'm currently drinking one that tastes like beer.
I am from the Netherlands, where I live with my partner and my 2 cats named Toot and Soos. Look at how annoyed she looks. She's like, human, I was sleeping. I love to use my platform to raise money and awareness for various charities. And somehow my community is the best at coming up with incentives and goals. Bonjour, oui, oui, je m'appelle Charlie.
This is gonna be fine. This is fine.
So welcome to Runyon making onion soup.
Oh, and thanks to Twitch, I'm also known as the bell pepper girl.
You've never eaten a raw bell pepper?
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you eat a bell pepper.
Our community is named the Jungle of Planties, and you are more than welcome to hang out with us. But don't forget to stretch and hydrate, because like we always say here, self-care is very sexy. That was the raid video. Wow, my voice. Hello, voice. Can we please work? That was the raid video. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Speaking of bell peppers, we are actually doing a cooking stream on Sunday. I'm going to be making a multiple course meal with bell pepper as the main ingredient for every single course. I haven't picked my recipes, so I can't tell you yet what we're making. It's going to be a little bit of a surprise. I'm actually going to do some research and groceries tomorrow, so it should be interesting, though. Making dessert with bell pepper as the main ingredient. I don't know where that's going to go, but I love bell peppers. My Stardew Valley farm is also named Bell Pepper Farm. So, yeah, you might see a lot of bell pepper references. I can't help it. At this point, it's part of my identity, I guess. But yeah, let me actually, because we also paused the music, so it's a little quiet. Actually, go into the game. Let me make sure that you guys can see it. This one, I think. Is it gonna load? Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I'm very intrigued, Triz. I think actually this entire idea came from someone shared something about a bell pepper dessert in chat. And I was like, oh, that's intriguing. And then someone was like, oh, you should do a bell pepper cooking stream. And then I put it on our charity list. Yes, I know that you guys call them capsicums. Fun fact, we actually don't call them bell peppers here. In the Netherlands, we call them paprikas. So I actually had to teach myself to start saying bell peppers because it was very confusing for me to say bell pepper instead of paprika. But if you say paprika, people assume something else. They think about the powdered, like, spice. Yes, of course. Oh my goodness. Go practice self-care. Go do your stuff. Also, thank you so much for the 2-month resub as well. On top of that raid, that is so incredibly kind and supportive. Enjoy your break. I hope that you get to get some like nice snacks, nice drinks, stuff like that. But thank you so much again for sharing your community. I promise to take good care of them. Also, we immediately start with the banger of summer. Listen, I love this tune so much. The summer song is such a banger. Like, might be one of the better ones, honestly. Although I do really like the fall one as well. Welcome to my farm. My farm is a little bit of a mess. Ooh, we just leveled up in farming. Wait, that means we can make the sprinklers, I think. A roasted pepper creme brulee. Wait, that actually sounds really good. See, I'm excited for tomorrow when I go on the Google. I say as a typical boomer. Hello? There we go. I'm gonna go on the boomer. No, I'm not gonna go on the boomer. For God's sake, my speech today is so broken. I'm gonna go on the Google and I am gonna go find so many recipes. But honestly, roasted pepper creme brulee sounds really nice. Also, I feel really confused about the controls today because I played Moonlight Peaks earlier today and the controls are so different. A frittata. Scott just comes in here and says a pepper frittata. I know. You can help me tomorrow with picking the recipes. Because Scott is joining on the cooking stream, so... He's gonna have his own microphone again, just like last time. I remember you guys really enjoyed that. All his yappings. Oh, oops, I messed that up with watering. But yeah, I'm excited to be able to make the sprinklers. I don't remember what we need for them, though. I think it was actually a lot of materials, and I don't know if it would be worth it to make this. I mean, I think it would be worth it to make the small sprinklers, but eventually I want to make the big sprinklers. Girly Pop shoppings. Oh, he enjoys it. Don't worry. Otherwise, he wouldn't be there. Also, sometimes my game lags a little bit. Did you guys see that? It like stops. Okay. We're gonna use so much energy and time to water our plants, so I think in that case it would be like beneficial to actually get sprinklers. So tomorrow when we wake up, we should probably check what the recipe is again, because I forgot about it. Yeah, exactly. It saves so much time. And I feel like, I don't know, these ones, when it waters all the adjacent tiles, like it is not super efficient, but it's worth it, I think. I know there's iridium sprinklers, which obviously we don't have iridium yet, so those we definitely cannot make, but those are like the best ones. I mean, I also now have like a crazy amount of crops, to be honest. Because I have that like second big crop field up there, which is taking quite a lot of time to water everything, but the reason I'm doing this is because I'm trying to get like all the stuff in summer for the summer bundle. If it doesn't happen, that's fine. I'll just do it next year. In-game, I mean, not next year, IRL. But I'm also trying to make as much money as I can by like growing a lot of the summer seeds. Because if you do that, you can make the seed bags, and the seed bags actually sell for quite a lot of money. You got a glow ring? Let's go. Oh, that is so nice. Also, hi, Lily. Hello, hello. Thank you for saying you love the jumper. I appreciate it. I haven't worn it in such a long time. Like this morning when I got it out of my wardrobe, I was like, oh, this is so fun. Especially because I have like a couple of jumpers like this one that are too cold to wear when it actually gets cold, and like too warm to wear when it actually gets warm. So it needs to be sort of like that middle weather. I do co-working streams. Yes, I do them on Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday during the day. And then in the evening, I mostly do gaming. Also, Lisa, welcome in. I hope you're doing so well. But I do enjoy myself. A little bit of co-working and a little bit of gaming combined. Okay, I might actually sell these. And I might also sell these hops. Because they're like a pretty good quality. As you'll be at work. Yeah, unfortunately, I do them during my own work days. So it is like actually work time. But that also means that a lot of people that are working, obviously during daytime, couldn't be here. But, hello? Yeah, my game is a bit glitchy. Yes, I do have a recolor mod. Absolutely. Because I hate the default Stardew colors. That's the one thing about Stardew I actually really do not like. But if you want a full overview of all the mods, thank you, Flux, for putting that in chat. I have them on my website. Okay, we have bad luck today, so no mines. So let's actually go drop all of these off at Gunther. Because we needed to do that anyways. There is a list, yeah. I try to always make lists for things like these. Because I know that a lot of people will ask stuff when I'm playing and they're seeing stuff and they're like, oh, what mod is that from? Or how does that work? Or like, do you have a download link? So whenever I start a Let's Play like this, I always try to make a list or something. I have the same with the video, the Minecraft video that went live yesterday. Like I basically played Stardew in Minecraft for 100 days. I now finally get to talk about it. I played 100 days as a cottagecore farmer in Minecraft, and I made a video about it. If you want to check it out, it's on my YouTube channel. I can recommend it. I worked really hard on it, and I think it turned out really good. Wait. I was about to say, I can whack this for moss. Why did that not work? But I was just apparently clicking wrong. I basically made a mod pack for it even, so that if people want to get the mods, they just can download one file. You're going to watch it tomorrow when you finally have time. I hope you enjoy it. I had a great time making it. I had a really, really good time making it. It was a hell of a lot of work, and I kind of underestimated how much work it was. I'm not gonna lie. I was surprised with how much hours go into a 100 days video, but I guess it was an experiment. You live and you learn. I don't think I'll be doing 100 days videos very soon. Even if I start at one today, it will probably be done in 4 months. Gonna watch it either tomorrow or tonight after stream. I hope you guys enjoy it so much. Ooh, let's go, Marilyn. Oh, I wish you strength. I wish you a lot of strength. Hello? There we go. Let's put those here. Oh, we got a new reward. That scares me. Yeah. Well, you should be. Not to scare you, but like, you should be scared. I cried so much towards the end of Kingdom of Ash. We got pumpkin seed. That's perfect that we got these now because we can plant them in fall. And we got skeleton decorations. I don't know what I'll be doing with that exactly, but I made my boyfriend look at it, but I haven't seen it myself. That is so cool. Yeah. I think fan art could spoil it. There could also be things in fan art that you don't even realize are spoilers until or like not even spoilers, but like very special things until you finish the series. Like you wouldn't realize how special it is. Which I think is amazing. Spoilers for the ending. Okay. What is going on with my game today? I don't like it. Also, I'm just trying to see if we can find some more forageables because we don't have a lot of energy left, and also our day is getting closer to an end. So I'm just trying to see if there's anything we can find because we still do not have all the summer forageables. I might actually look up on the expanded wiki because there's one summer forageable. I don't even know what it's called that we need for a bundle, and I literally don't know where to get it. And at this point, I'm like, if I don't look it up, I'll probably just miss it. Or maybe it's like only, just like the salmon berries. Maybe it's only available on like one specific day in summer. But then at least I can keep that in mind. It's called red baneberry. Who are you going to romance, Sophia? She is my girl. Ooh, exciting, Mike. Oh, I hope you find all of them. Okay, let me look this up. Stardew Valley Expanded. What was it called? Red baneberry, right? Red baneberry. Oh, it can be found in the secret woods. That explains. Because we can't go there yet. So, yeah, we can't get it. That's fine. I mean, we could theoretically use the chair trick to get into the secret woods, but since I'm not trying to speedrun this anyways, and we already don't have the red cabbage, we might as well just first unlock it. I think that might be for the best. Because I think the chair trick is fun, but also not necessary if you are not trying to speedrun. What chair trick? So there's a trick that if you put a chair next to the log leading into the secret woods, and you place it in like a specific position, you can go sit on the chair and then hop off of the chair on the other side of the log. So you can basically, and then if you want to go back, you can hop on the chair again. So you can basically use the chair to get around the log that you cannot break. So like all the way back here. I mean, we have a once upgraded, so I don't think, yeah. Okay, we need to upgrade it one time more, but you basically place the chair right here, I think, and then you sit on it, and then you jump off and you get like on this side. It kind of glitches you onto the other side. It's a trick that people have been using for speedrunning and stuff. And I remember using it once as well because I was too impatient to actually just wait for me to be able to go there. Yeah, I think for this particular speedrun, it's not really necessary for me to... Did I say speedrun? Playthrough. We're not doing a speedrun. We're doing the opposite. We're doing a slow run. Okay, you're still not selling any interesting hats. You're trying that for your next playthrough? Yeah. It is a nice feature to have if you don't want to wait for things. Or like I said, if you're trying to speedrun things. I think it's been in the game since... I don't know. Maybe since like one of the first versions. And Concerned Ape never patched it out, so I guess he doesn't mind. Yeah, I think the hats unlock as you get achievements, true. I was just hoping, because I have unlocked certain things, so I don't remember. Like, I check sometimes because I don't know which achievement will unlock a hat or not. So sometimes I just go there and check if I happen to walk past it. Yeah, he thinks it's funny, exactly. There's like a couple of these things in Stardew that, like, realistically, that's probably not how the game was intended to play, but then he was like, yeah, you know what, that's actually kind of funny, I'll leave it in. He really is. I'm like, I don't know, he really cooked with this game. I know, the fireflies are so cute. I feel like that is something that I really like about Stardew as well, is the community around it. Like the modding community, for example, is so passionate. There's like a mod for literally everything in Stardew. Okay. That I just realized this is gonna have me... Yeah, he still keeps working on new stuff. And like, while he's making an entirely new game as well. But I mean, to be fair, the dude made good money with this game. So it makes sense that he's like, yeah, I'll keep this passion project going. It's still insane to me that this game is like selling for $13. But he's like sold so many copies of it that at this point he's just made millions and millions. I'm very excited for Haunted Chocolatier. I hope, one thing that I hope is that he doesn't make it too horror, because then I don't want to play it. Because I'm scared. I'm a scared little baby. I actually probably don't need to keep this. It's trash, so we can throw that out. He is very inspiring. I think something that I really like about, I don't know, his approach to things is he made Stardew as like a project to learn how to code. And I think it's one of those things that, I don't know. It goes to show that you don't have to be good at something to just start. EA could never. I mean, it's a different company. I don't think that's a realistic or fair comparison. And that's not like necessarily to defend EA because I mean, they've not been great, but it's just a very different approach. If you're a sole developer and you have all the say in your project versus a ginormous corporate that is working on multiple IPs and has to deal with shareholders, there's no shareholders for Stardew. He can do whatever he wants. And I think that is great. Like that, I think we can see something similar or not similar because I think Minecraft is like kind of sort of in a weird in-between, for example. Like they're a big corporate at this point. Mojang is a big studio, but they're still only working on Minecraft. So yeah, I think it is interesting to see with games, like depending on the company behind it, how that influences game development for sure. Also, thank you for the self-care check. I do think that Stardew and like the way that the game is approached and developed and the community around it is a lot more consumer focused. Like this game ended up making a lot of money, but that was never the purpose of it. Ooh, hedge fence. I think is that a whole new recipe or is that expanded? I like it though. Ooh, we made exactly 100. Yeah, exactly. That's what you love about indie games because in indie games you can really see that come to life. It's like really focused on the player, and on the community around it, which I love. Okay, let's see because we have a couple of things that we can harvest. Is there more we can harvest? Yeah, we can get more of the hops. We should probably check because Pam really wanted an ale. And I think we should be able to make ale with our hop. Wait, that was summer squash. Okay. I'll keep the sunflowers because they make good gifts. Although I have 5, so I can sell the quality ones. And then we can use the seeds to replant. Also, I just realized there's more that I can harvest that for some reason I just didn't see. We got 1 grape. Okay, great. Because that means we can make more seed bags. Is that everything? I think I got everything, yeah. Oh, we got 2 grapes. Okay, perfect. Let's actually ship out the 2 things that I wanted. Also, I finally did it. I got the bin mod. It's like actually embarrassing that it took me 7 streams to actually remember to do this. This is like a peak ADHD moment. This is a mod that I said on my first stream. I was like, oh, I really want that mod that allows you to see what you put in the shipping bin and see how much money you're going to make off of it. And like, also if you make a mistake, be able to get it back. Took me 7 streams. Well, 6 actually, because this is the 7th stream and I now remember to do it. But, yeah. Okay, let's see. Because I want to make more of those summer seeds. That was the reminder. Yep. That was the reminder indeed. Okay, now we should be able to make that. We got 20 more. And I want to see. We need iron, gold, and refined quartz. We don't have that yet, I think. How do we make refined quartz? I don't remember this. I have quartz. Can you put quartz in a... I truly don't remember this. This is so bad. All this time I was actually selling my quartz. That is so dumb. See, even someone who's played more than 800 hours of Stardew still make dumb mistakes, I guess. Oh, recycle CDs. Yeah, I don't have a recycler yet. And I don't think I have a recipe for it either. Oh, I do. Wait, that's actually a really good idea. I have stuff for a recycler. I can just make it. Wait, what was the recipe again? Stone. Yeah, I have that. Easy. Wait, that's a really good idea. Let's actually... Where am I going to put this? Let's put this right there. Because I've been just trashing the CDs as well, but we can obviously just put them in here. I don't think I have any... No, I actually... Okay, the trash I can actually throw away. You can recycle the glasses. Oh my goodness. Okay. Can I recycle the newspapers too? That is so silly. How did I never think about that? Also, we don't... What was it? It was gold. Yeah, gold and iron. Okay, so this is we don't have enough gold just yet. We do have some iron. I can smelt some more, but all trash. Well, I shall be saving that then. One, two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, we'll just do 2 rows and then we can do the other leftovers on the other field. New hoarding category unlocked? I'm afraid so, yeah. I don't know why I never realized that that was so useful. I got 3 iron nuggets out of trash that I was about to throw away. Listen. That is wild. Okay, we should definitely go mining again sometime soon then, because I feel like that's the resource we're gonna need the most with like the quartz and everything. I can't believe I sold all the quartz. Actually wild. Okay, but we're first going to have to water this insane crop field. I know. I feel like Stardew is like kind of notorious for that. Like, you'll play so many hours and still there's like so many things you don't know. Also, thank you so much for hanging out enough that you got to redeem the palm tree roll. Let's freaking go. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That is so many points. Please enjoy your time standing as a beautiful palm tree in our community Discord. I'm assuming that probably one of the mods will beat me to it, so I'm not even gonna try today. I feel like the mods are just so fast always. And also I'm watering my crops. But otherwise I'll set it up for you as soon as we have break time. But I'm thinking that before that. Not even trying, I know. That's because I have to actually alt-tab out of the game. So instead of just moving my mouse... And also my Discord is actually behind my browser right now. So I was like, I'm not even gonna make it if I try today. Like sometimes I feel like I have a chance. But today I was like, no, there's no way. And then I alt-tabbed out of the game. So, you know. Okay, I just got stone. Let's put the soggy newspaper in the recycler as well. I am stunned that I did not know the recycler was that useful. Also, thank you, Esther, for setting it up. I do appreciate it. Oh, oops. No. That will be forever the bane of my existence. The aiming with keyboard and mouse. Oh, already. I got cloth. Also, how a soggy newspaper turns into cloth, I do not know. Where am I going to put this? I think I'll put this in my valuables chest. Wait, that's actually part of a bundle. That's pretty rare. I was blessed today. I mean, it's compensation for the ridiculous amount of crops that I'm watering. Mental compensation. For something that I absolutely inflicted on myself, but that doesn't matter. But yeah, I definitely need to go mining then. To get both gold and quartz. It's rare. I just got a second piece of cloth. That's wild. But I'll take it. I will take it. Also, Acid Rose, welcome in. Do you guys have any fun plans for the weekend? Anything special coming up? Because I have a pretty chill weekend. I mean, I'm going to be cooking with you guys on Sunday. And other than that, I am actually not doing all that much. I'm going to try to finish my book tomorrow, I think. I'm like halfway through. Why is Girly Pop squatting for watering? That is actually a really good question. I have never ever thought about that. That was on Sunday. I knew there was going to be something on Sunday. Well, I wouldn't let you forget. Don't worry. Do not worry. Last weekend of summer break before work starts up, so probably some cleaning and meal prepping, and maybe a little bit of crying to prepare. Valid. That is potentially one of the most valid things ever. Now I can't unsee it. No, me neither. Doing a little work. Hopefully we'll get a little walk in too. I feel like I haven't been outside enough this week. I hope you get a nice walk. That would be very chill. Yeah, I hope that we don't have rain all weekend. So if I'm going to have to do groceries tomorrow, then I would also like to not have a lot of rain. Yeah, I guess the watering can is very heavy. Okay, so today we don't have very good luck. But I might still go to the mines. Actually, we are... You know what? Is that worth it? It would be a really long walking trip. We don't have great luck. I mean, we do have some food, I think. Yeah, we're slowly collecting some food. Like, we have some food that we can eat. Like, wasteful eat, so to say. But maybe I should do some fishing then. Instead. Ooh, enjoy. Enjoy. The Akotar books. That is good. I've been so intrigued. Like, I've been seeing so many theories from people online about this story and, like, how it fits into everything. And one thing I'm realizing is some people are so good at, like, story plots and getting everything together. And then I'm just reading it. I'm just sat. And I'm like, I'm here for the ride. What do you mean? Like, I know, theoretically, I know that Crescent City, Akotar, and Throne of Glass are all connected. But then there's this person who's like, yeah, and then in this timeline, this happens, and then this person goes here, and that's, like, how they end up in this timeline from this book. And I'm like, huh? I don't even remember who the character was. Also, I keep pressing F by accident. I don't even remember. I saw, like, the little, preview for the book, and I was like, I don't remember who Koshei is. Or Koshi. Like, no memory. And then I'm like, people just see all these parallels in this entire timeline and, like, they understand all the details. I'm like, how do you keep that information in your brain? Ooh, we level up in fishing. At this point, I think we might actually max out fishing as one of our first skills, and I think that is ridiculous. We actually got a new achievement, Mother Catch. Or Mother Catch. Trying to talk myself into reading Crescent City, but I'm not a fantasy girly. Wait, did you read all the other ones? Akatar and Throne of Glass? Because those are fantasy too. I would definitely not start with Crescent City. I mean, I haven't read it yet, but I have it. I have the first book. I'm gonna read it sometime soon. Only read Akatar. Okay. Start with Throne of Glass. I know that sounds like a heftier series, but it's a lot easier to get into because Crescent City isn't just fantasy, it's urban fantasy, which is a very specific niche within the fantasy genre, and I know a lot of people who love fantasy who still don't love urban fantasy. So if you're already not a fantasy girly, then I feel like it might, I don't know, maybe you'll enjoy it for that reason because it's like less fairy fae fantasy. It still is a little bit, but it's like different. Also, Ashley, welcome in. I hope you're doing so well. Oh, no. Listen, this is a safe space for people who hate fishing. This is a safe space for people who hate fishing. Or just, in this particular game, don't like the minigame. But I love the auto fishing mod. But I do not love fishing in any game. Like, it's the one thing I always complain about. Every single game always has to have fishing. And I'm like, why? Why? Impalia, don't like fishing. Animal Crossing, don't like fishing. I don't know. Oh, but Stardew Valley fishing is like is like a whole new level of piss annoying. I don't know. It's special. Ooh, we got a CD. We can actually put that in the thingy. Provision because it was killing my wrist. Oh, that is also very fair. That is also very fair. But everyone says you have to read. I mean, I don't think that's true. Like, if you're a person who loves connecting all those timelines, then yeah, you're gonna have to read Crescent City before the next Akatar book comes out. But that's the power of what, like, that is something that I think Sarah J. Maas, like, actually deserves credit for. She writes the series in a way that they're all interconnected, but you can easily read them as standalones. Because there's people who've been like, oh, you should have read Throne of Glass first before you read Akatar because there's like so many things that you would miss out on. I'm like, I read Akatar just fine and I had a great time. There's probably a lot of lore and depths that you'll be like into, but if you're already not really into fantasy, I think the lore and depth is maybe that's the part that you would enjoy. I don't know that. Of course, I can't like decide that for you, but I personally think that that is why people are really into fantasy. It's because they love that like super in-depth world building and like backstories of characters and all those things. But I think if that's not really your cup of tea anyways, you can just read Akatar as standalone, I think. I think I've actually seen your name before. I can't remember where, but I saw you in the Stardew category. So I figured I'd say hi. I appreciate that. I mean, I'm in a lot of spaces on Twitch. I do a lot of variety gaming like Minecraft and The Sims. I have a Sims, or at this point, variety gaming YouTube channel, but I used to be a big Sims YouTuber, exclusively Sims. I do co-working streams. I am really active on Instagram. So like, I'm like everywhere. I'm like infiltrating everyone's space, whether they like it or not. But I really appreciate you stopping by and saying hi. I'm the person who didn't try and solve the riddle in the first book. Oh, me neither. I was like, they're gonna tell me what the answer is, so I'll just continue reading. I'm like, why would I try and solve the riddle if I'll find out at the end of the book? You know, it's like, I don't know. I'm a lazy reader. Like, and also sometimes that does mean certain books where they're like, the author is really trying to like lead you on, and some days I enjoy that. Like some days I enjoy a book that gives my brain a challenge. But generally speaking, I'm reading because I really want to relax. So if a book is too thinky and like you can't follow the plot without like knowing all the backstories, I'm like, yeah, then it's just not a book for me. I'm just there for the vibes. And as long as the vibes are there throughout the story, I also don't mind missing like all the little bits and bobs because the vibes are good. Also, Ali, welcome in. I hope you're doing so well. Joined at the perfect time. You just finished and read finished a first read of Throne of Glass. Oh my goodness, how are you doing? There's some people here who are actually reading the last book, so we're trying to like not spoil anything, but how are you doing? How many boxes of tissues did you go through? Please listen, that series wrecked me in the best way possible, but still wrecked me. But I hope you can get into Crescent City and enjoy it. I really think I would enjoy it. I just haven't had the time to pick it up because I was taking like a little break from bigger series. Ooh, good idea, Mike. Enjoy Animal Crossing. Also, Dash Luke, welcome in. It's good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Exactly, Molly. I think the same, like, for example, if you love Brandon Sanderson, you can read all of Brandon Sanderson's series as standalones, but they're all part of the Cosmere. So, like, if you're also someone that really likes to read into all the details and, like, connect all the different parts of the universe together, you can, but you don't have to. You can also just vibe. Fellow redhead. Well, I do always feel like I have to say that specifically because people get excited because they're like, "Oh my god, fellow redhead." This is not real. I'm an imposter. But I love you guys. I really wanted to be a redhead. Literally since I was a kid. I dyed my hair red for the first time when I was 8 years old. But yeah, I really wish. But unfortunately, this is not natural. Exactly, Esther. Exactly. Also, Juan, welcome in. I hope you're doing well. Tamora Peace, I spend most of my life in her Tortola world. I don't think I've ever heard of Tamora Pierce. But that sounds intriguing. Okay, hold on. I was trying to sort my inventory and got horrendously distracted. None of these fish are actually fish for bundles, and they're also all fish that I already have. So I'm gonna put the CD in there. I am gonna go sell the fish. Because I'm pretty sure... Well, the pike I'm actually not entirely sure. And the rainbow trout. Let me double check if I actually have those. Hold on. I actually think I might not have it. Either of them. Oh no, I have the rainbow trout. Also, I can sell this sunfish. I didn't have the pike yet, I think. No, I actually didn't have the pike yet. Okay, so it's good that I checked. Because I found another fish I can sell. And I also made sure that I didn't actually sell one that I couldn't sell. Okay. Other stuff I want to keep. Every single time. I don't know what it is today with my keyboard. Keep misclicking. Comfort blankie, stuffy, something like that will help. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you're doing good and far too many. I was holding my cat sobbing. I feel that. I also went to my cat for comfort after. I was like, I'm so sad now. I am so slow with sorting my stuff. Hold on. We actually got the refined quartz from the CD, which is really nice because that means if we get 3 gold bars, we can make 3 sprinklers already. And that gives us 5, which is a good amount. Unfortunately, tomorrow it's not going to rain, which means that we are going to have to water our crops. The girl who disguised herself as a boy in order to become a knight. Another series is a couple of years later. It's about... hold on, let me actually go to bed before I accidentally pass out. Dane, a girl who can talk to all animals and actually transform into them. Ooh, that sounds really cool. I love that. Okay, we got level 6 fishing, which means that we actually can... We can make the bait maker. That is intriguing. That is very intriguing. Because I was definitely running out of bait. Well, I mean, wait. We can already make bait. So what does the bait maker do? Oh, we have a cutscene. Hi, Ro. Good morning. Also, highlight. Welcome in. You seem to be doing well. The farm looks great. Thank you. I worked really hard on it. So, you've been here a while, and I'm sure you've acquired some cloth by now. Actually, I did yesterday, Emily. How did you know? Oh, that's why we get the cutscene. Never mind. Well, did you know that you can use cloth to tailor all kinds of clothes? All you need is access to a sewing machine. And I happen to have one at home. Feel free to swing by and use it at any time. That's very sweet. Thank you so much. To start tailoring, you'll need a piece of cloth and a second item. Experiment and see what unique styles are out there. Thank you. No, I don't want to eat the summer squash. Okay, we actually can harvest quite a lot. I would have to see if we make more summer seeds, if we can still grow them. Because obviously, we're getting to that point where I'm going to have to be a little mindful about the timings of planting new crops. Because we are past halfway through the season. Which usually... means that there's a bunch of crops that you can no longer plant. Oh, thank you for the uptime reminder. We have ads coming in 4 minutes. Can I see... Okay, hold on. It doesn't say how long they take to grow, but I can make one. Assortment of summer seeds. Wait, it doesn't state how long they grow. Oh, 6 days. So they take 7 days. Okay, then we can definitely make more because we have 7 days still. Okay. Also, by the end of the... Wait, why could I not make more? I have everything. That was confusing. Okay, hold on. Can stuff all of that in here. Hold on. Why am I so all over the place today? We're keeping blueberries as food, partially. But I can sell the higher quality blueberries. There's also a bunch of things that I'm gonna sell later. Like at the end of summer, I'm gonna do like a big summer sale of like this in the chest and like all the things we have. But then at least I know I don't need them anymore. Oh, we can plant the wheat seeds as well. They have 4 days. And then I got 62 summer seeds. That's actually a lot. I can sell the quality squash. Who's your favorite romance character? As in books or in Stardew Valley? I don't read all that much romance, so I mostly read fantasy, I would say. Oh, in Stardew. Okay. I was like, for books, I mean, there's so many. So the first time I played, I romanced Elliot. Because I think character-wise, he is the person closest to who I would date IRL. Then the second time around, I don't think I ever got to dating anyone. The first time I tried playing Expanded, I wanted to romance Sophia. And that's the one that we're romancing again. So she is a girly pop who lives on a vineyard south of our farm. And she has pink hair and she's really introverted and I love her. Elliot, was your first romance ever? Yeah, same. I don't know. He did something to my brain chemistry. Sophia is so cute. Like, her whole personality is just so wholesome. Also, I'm just making a ginormous secondary farm field here, but that's because this basically holds all of the summer crops, with the exception for some mistakes, like hot pepper. Actually, why do I have a hot pepper here? That's because that was a mixed seed. Can I get rid of that? I can. That's kind of bad, but I just really don't need it. And that one's going to be done really soon. So then I can actually plant more summer seeds. But I just want to have these separated from my other crops. Because otherwise we get a farm field like this that turns really messy over time. I should have done this right from the get-go, but I didn't. Okay, I have 17 left. I think I'll do one more row. Because some of these are also going to be done growing, and then we can, like, reuse those spots. But I think there needs to be a limit to how big I'm going to make this farm field, because otherwise I won't be able to water it all. And then these 8 we can save for now. Also, in case you're wondering why I'm doing this, these sell for 55 per bag. So with only one of each summer crop, I can make 1 bag, which means that I can make a lot of bags at the end of the summer, and then I can make a lot of money. That's the goal. Anyways, the ad break is starting very soon, which is making me money IRL. So I'll be taking a quick break so that you guys don't actually miss any of the gameplay. So I'll talk to you guys in 5 minutes. Please make sure to use this time to stretch and hydrate and get something to snack and all those good things. And I'll see you guys in 5, okay? Hello. I am back. How was everyone's break? I hope you guys had a nice breaky. Hold on. I'm gonna plant let's be smart about this and plant these where the sprinklers are. Okay. Now we start the long task of watering. Oh, wait. We have an empty one here. I just realized. I should really upgrade my watering can. And aim the right way when I'm trying to water. It's so pretty. The yarn changes color in pastel. Wait, I love color changing yarn. But I never know what to do with it. Because I'm always afraid that if I start a project with it, what if the color change happens in a place where I don't like it? Yes! Yes, I participated on Girly Pop. That is so true. I'm currently not in the season of Girly Pop SMP because I took a little break from it. But yes, you are so correct. I was actually on Mac's team. I built the Last of Us City for the previous season. And I was also on the season before that, so I participated for 2 seasons. But then over this summer, I really wanted to have a little time for my own projects. But it depends on when they start the next season, but I might join again. That is smart, Marilyn. That is smart. I have seen yarn at action and sometimes been really tempted to buy, to be fair. I need to know, how do you do the watering can? Oh, you need to upgrade your watering can. You can only do this if you have the copper one, and then you just need to click and hold. But you have to upgrade it. So if you have your first watering can, you can't do it. And then if you upgrade to iron, you can like hold and it will water even more tiles and then even more tiles. And yeah, it's basically the better watering can you have. And that's kind of ironic because if you have a better watering can, that's usually at the point in game where you also have good sprinklers. But you still need to water your crops on the first day of the season, every single season. So having a fully upgraded watering can is still very much worth it, but never found out how to do it. Okay, so you just basically hover over, you click, and then you just hold it. And then if you have an even further upgraded watering can, like the longer you hold it, the more tiles it will water. Okay, this is crazy. I'm actually out of energy after watering that field. But I promise you, at the end of the season, this is all gonna be worth it. But I should eat. Because we have this field to still water, so. But from now on, the watering will get less. Because, like I said, we're getting to a point where we won't be able to plant all the crops anymore. Simply because they will not grow fast enough. And as the season is 28 days, we have 10 days left. So anything that grows longer than 10 days will not be able to plant. Which is a lot. Like a lot of the actual summer crops, we basically just missed out on now. I mean, we have them. We have like at least one of every one, but... And like the wheat that we see here is going to be done tomorrow, so then we can harvest it, and then I'll probably just not replant anything there. So now we are kind of at the peak of how much watering we need to do. Which is, as you can see, a lot. I need to make sure to not skip anything. Oh, did I? Oh my god, I actually ate all my parsnips. Oopsie. Okay, let's get the spring onion. Every single time I start eating the spring onion, I'm like, that is one of those snacks that it's just, the idea just sounds disgusting. Let's just eat an entire spring onion quickly. Also, it is almost 5:30 in game. That means I've literally been watering my crops the whole day. That is truly... Yeah, RIP breath, for sure. Also, yesterday, speaking of RIP breath, yesterday I had food with so much garlic and it was delicious. But like the entire evening, I was sort of annoyed with like the leftover garlic taste. Like, I'm happy I'm not going anywhere or talking. I mean, I was talking to Scott, but he had the same amount of garlic, so he didn't notice. But it was very good. It was like a chimichurri with parsley and a lot of garlic. It was very delicious. Let me actually, in the meantime, smelt some more iron because we're gonna need that. There's not much else we can do. Wait, using your scythe doesn't actually require energy, so while we wait on that one, let's actually try to fill up the silo with more grass because we currently have 132 out of 240. And I think if we want to get a barn sometime soon, maybe we should clear out this area. So that we can actually add the barn over here. Oh, we got Woody's secret. Wait. I should eat. So I'm starting to feel exhausted. And we should not have that. Who's your favorite? Oh, we talked about this earlier. So I don't really have just one favorite, but the one that I'm romancing in this particular save is Sophia. Okay, never mind. I'm using too much energy. But I love Sophia. She's so cute. I don't know. She just has really good vibes. She's also introverted. She sometimes gets scared. Very small things. And I don't know, I relate to her, I guess. And she's also so freaking pretty. Like, she's like, I don't know. Definitely my type. Okay, it says that we've now collected 60... 64, 66, 70. Okay, so we now at least should have 200 in the silo. Let's go check, because I have a feeling like earlier when I did this, I haven't heard her story. I don't know her backstory yet. So please don't spoil it, because I actually don't know. I've never had the chance to, like, properly romance her before. Oh, which one I do not like? Ooh. I mean, I know they're gonna make Clint romanceable. I'm not excited about that. I don't like him. I don't really like Alex. I think he's a bit boring. Maybe his backstory is fun, but, like, I don't know. He's not my favorite character. I feel like... Yeah. I know, when the wizard is right there. Exactly. Okay, hold on. What do I do with this book? You've learned a new power? Oh my goodness. Let's go. Oh, that's what I was doing. I was like, I was doing something. I was walking over here for a reason. Okay. Hold on, because that is actually pissing me off. And I'll try to romance the wizard. That sounds like a great plan. I love that. Okay, that's 2. Come on. 3 more. Because then the silo should be full. Okay, there we go. Because the thing is, you can't actually store any of the hay if you don't have space in your silo. So I want to fill this one up. And then I could always get a second silo. No, you're all good, Ashley. You're all good. I mean, all you said that her story is sad, or like that it's like poor girl because she has an intense backstory. You didn't spoil anything about the actual story, so I still don't know. Oh, the only thing is now I know to prepare tissues. You're all good. Please don't worry. I mostly said it like specifically to prevent you from saying anything more, because then I would have been like, oh, I didn't know that yet. But now I'm like, oh, you didn't spoil anything yet, so I said it in time. Like, it's all good. Please don't worry. Okay, let me clean out my inventory. And then we should probably quickly go to sleep because it's already late. Also, we found a mixed flower seed. I'll put that in here because I think if you plant it, it will just grow the flowers of that season. And then let's go to sleep because it's getting late. There we go. Exactly. It's like, that's not a spoiler. So you're all good. Like saying like, I don't like Shane's room. Like I wouldn't have seen it. But if you like describe everything in Shane's room that you don't like, then I would be like, hey, that's a spoiler. Okay. We do have good luck today. Ooh. We also have mail, and there's a bunch of stuff we can harvest. Let's pet our cat first, though. Priorities. Nope. Don't want to eat it. Just want to grab it. Okay, let's get my scythe. Sam was also my fave, just a chill, goofy guy with, but with all the mods, I think I'll be a serial divorcer. Yes, cause drama. We'd love to hear it. Okay, my scythe. I was like, what was I grabbing? Today I'm so all over the place. Oh my God. I'm just trying to move things around. There we go. I shouldn't do that while I'm in a chest. I don't want to romance Clint. I do agree. A lot of the people in the town do feel quite young, but I guess that's because you as a farmer are supposed to be relatively young as well. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well. This is ready to harvest. Why am I not? Oh, because my inventory is full. It's like, why am I not harvesting this? I was about to get pissed, but then I actually used my brain. Okay, we got 60 more. I'll replant this part of the field because we still have enough time to grow more. We'll just keep the watering business going. But we already have 44. Look, this is already 2,500. Driving home was fun with the stream as a podcast. I'm happy that I could provide a good podcast. Also, we got melons. Let's see if we... Okay, unfortunately, that is a silver one. We got exactly 2 quality melons from all the melons that we planted this summer. That's slightly infuriating, but fine. I also think... Hold on. I can make even more seeds. Yeah. and now I ran out of grapes. So now I actually cannot make any more. But that's 64 that we can sell as profit. That's already more than 3K. Okay, Ashley, do you want to hear something funny? There you go. You're not the only one. You are definitely not the only one. So at this point, it became a command. I mean, there is a whole backstory to it. The reason why we call it Plussy is actually a wordplay on a moment where I did, in fact, misspeak, which is when I was playing Stardew 4.5 years ago. We're like kind of going full circle here. I think this is the clip. Yeah. This is one of my more iconic clips in life. So don't we already have corn? Hold on. I love your alert so much. The fodder bundle, and this is also the fodder bundle. Where is the fodder bundle? Here. We need 10 and 10. But that is 10 normal ones of both. So we have 10. And we have... Okay. Great. So we did, in fact, complete that, which is awesome. So I was starting to think that I might not complete that. I love that you guys are, like, all waking up. You're like, oh, wait, my sound alert. Okay, we did, in fact. We already have the corn. Iconic clip, I know. I will never ever lose that legacy, I think. Okay, let's put that in here. Let's keep the hop. Let's keep that. Let's keep some melons, some regular peppers, and then I'll sell the quality crops. That is another 1,000. Let's go. Come by the shop and check out the new rods I'm selling. They're the best money can buy. And you can customize them with different kinds of tackle. Why did I read that weirdly? Actually, not sure what that said. There's also the loop clip, and now the loop clip from... Yeah, so there's 2 loop clips at this point, which is slightly concerning. And neither of them... Well, okay. The first one was actually... No, they're both about actual loop. Just neither of them are in context of what you might think. But it's okay. We're just a little cursed here. Okay, we actually have spots that are empty. What do we might think? Listen, if you cannot use your imagination to think it up, you are too innocent to learn the answer. Then you might have to go talk to your parents about the bloemetjes and the bijtjes. Hold on. I need to fill my watering can again. I think we're going to be watering for another day. Yeah. You are super innocent. Absolutely. I just watered my cat in Minecraft, not in Minecraft Row, in Stardew Valley, not IRL. Hold on. Esther's like, wait, I have a sound alert too. Okay. So it would be silly not to utilize those spots. I'll ask yours, trust them more. I mean, you know what the weird thing is? My parents would actually have that talk. Well, okay, my mom would. my dad wouldn't. My dad would be like, go ask your own parents. But if you... my mom would. She, I don't know. She'd be like, sure, let's sit down. Here's a cup of tea. Also, thank you, Esther, for the info about the cats. I have 2 cats and a little backstory about them, which is posted in chat. Took too damn long, so I was behind. You're all good. Don't worry. Your mom would be like, Charlotte, you have 2 kids. And you're like, yeah, they were left at my doorstep by, what is that called? Stork. Oh, in-game. My cat in-game doesn't have... Does my cat in-game have a name? Did I name it? I think I did. Actually don't remember. Is that bad? That is probably bad, huh? Where is my cat? You kind of have to name it. Okay, so what is my cat's name? Where is my cat? How do I see my cat's name? Is it on here? I've actually... Wait, is that Robin? Have I... No, I haven't met Robin. There's just a character I haven't met. Wait, where's my cat? Okay, my cat is hiding somewhere. I don't know where. My cat inside. Oh no, my cat is here. My cat does not want you to know their name. My cat's named Corn, I guess. I mean, probably I named her Toot because she's an orange cat. So I assume her name is Toot. In Moonlight Peaks, I actually named my cat Toot. I do remember that. I always feel so bad, though, when I name a pet in a game after just one of my 2 cats. So maybe the first child we have, if we get married... Actually, fun fact, I've never... No, I have had children. But then I turned them into doves because I found them annoying. But like, so I didn't really care about them. I don't even remember what I named them. But maybe if we have children, we can name one Seuss. And then I'll care for it. I promise. Also, for anyone who questions that, yes, in Stardew, you can actually sell your children, sort of, and turn them into doves. Name it The Child. You can have multiple cats. No, you can't. Or at least in Stardew, you can't. Okay, I am going to take all of this to the community center because I have no energy left. Well, not really sell. You kind of have to pay for it, I think. So sell is not the right word because you're not getting money for it. You're paying money to get rid of your children. Yeah, it's like a giveaway. Exactly. Well, sort of. You basically sacrifice your children for the witch. It's not cursed. It's perfectly normal in Stardew Valley. Exactly, exactly. Yeah, just casually sacrificing their souls. Super normal. Really? Oh, I didn't know that the update enabled multiple pets. Okay, well, that's news to me, but I'm very happy about that. Because that means then we can actually have Seuss as well. Is Stardew Valley Expanded worth it? That I don't think I can answer. Like, worth is such a subjective thing that I don't know how to answer that personally for you. Because for some people, Stardew Valley Expanded is way too overwhelming and they don't enjoy it. Because it adds, like, a bunch of new characters. It adds, like, new places in the map. It adds, like, new storylines and new romanceable characters. Stuff like that. to me, it's worth it because I've played the vanilla Stardew Valley too many times. So there was like too much repetition. So I wanted to add something fresh to it. So for me, it's worth it because I like what it adds. I like the characters that it adds. I like the places that it adds. I feel like it's a nice balanced amount because I've also tried to play with Richside Village, which is another addition. That was way too much. That was way too overwhelming. It basically adds an entire second town. And that I couldn't do. Like, I was like, no, this is too big. Even as someone who's played a lot of Stardew, I was like, no, this is just, they're adding too much to the game and the game becomes too large for the way it's set up. You could, I guess, describe it as DLC, but I've never thought about it that way. There's also like a couple of new crops, a couple of new like game mechanics. I feel like with DLC, it almost suggests that it's sort of like adjacent to Stardew, but it's integrated so well that you almost like with a lot of things, because I haven't played with the final 2 updates. So because I played the last time was 4.5 years ago, that was right when Ginger Island released. I played like Ginger Island, everything on my Switch, got to perfection, then got burned out. So the last 2 updates, like the last 2 big updates that were done, I don't know a lot of the things that were added. For example, having multiple pets. The expanded mod, to me, like, I doubt a lot. I keep asking chat, like, is this something from expanded or from the update? That's how well it's integrated. Whereas with Richside, it added so much that it was very noticeable. Like, that felt like a DLC almost like on top of the game. Whereas, I don't know, the person who made expanded has like very intricate knowledge of the game. That is like super clear. Most of the bigger gameplay starts after finishing the community center. Yes, that is true. That is true. So you do ease into it. It isn't like overwhelming. Okay, we can't exactly get the apples yet, but still. Hold on. Where did I need the cloth again? It's in the artisans bundle, I think. Love the mods. And yes, exactly. One of the modders is on his team now, which I think goes to show it how well that mod is done. I need the artisan bundle. Hold on. Because that's where the cloth is in, right? Or is it here? No. What? Artisan. Yeah. Where is the artisan? Right there, Ro. Like right in front of your freaking face. Where is the artisan? Maybe use your eyes. I just realized I think the fall crops. Yeah, we already have the corn. There we go. Yes, if you haven't played the game at all, I would 100% recommend vanilla over adding any. I mean, adding visual mods is fine. Because I can totally understand wanting to have the game like look a bit more in a like, especially because the game by default has such vibrant colors. So visual mods is like perfectly fine to add if you're just starting out, but any gameplay mods I would wait with until you've played a lot of vanilla. Or the fishing mod, yeah. Although I would still recommend people trying out the fishing game just in the beginning, and then as soon as you're done with it, you can add the mod. And some quality of life. Yeah, for example, like I do remember adding the UI info suite like pretty fast. Yeah, fishing is a quality of life, exactly. Basically anything to make you enjoy the gameplay more without like adding new gameplay. Ooh, we got lucky lunch. Okay, we're gonna save that for like when we're going to Skull Caverns or something at one point. But yeah, I love like a quality of life mod that I, for example, just don't play without at this point is the UI info suite, because that adds like all of these things here at the top. I don't know. Without that, I find it annoying that I have to check the TV for some things and I have to remember which days certain things are happening. And now it's just like 10 times easier because the game just tells me. Speaking of quest-wise, how do we make an ale? Yeah, exactly. Once you've used it, it's really hard to go back to playing without it. Is it in a keg? Okay. Because I don't think I have a recipe for that yet. It's in my list, Molly, if you want to have a direct download link. So that you don't have to remember the name. Do I have a recipe for a keg? I don't think I do. No, I don't have a keg yet. I do have ale, just not the keg yet. Okay. Let's see. We can put that in here. We can put my lucky lunch in. Oh, no, in here. Did I get any trash that I haven't recycled just yet? Nope. Not yet. Is there anything I still need to do today? I don't think so. Also, hi Anton, welcome in. It's good to see you. Wait, it says already petted, but I can't see. Where do I see what my cat's name is? I forgot what I named my cat. I know, and I think it's Toot, but I'm not entirely sure. Oh no, I named it Captain. Yeah, I remember because I felt bad for naming the cat Toot because then I was like, yeah, but then Toot's gonna be my game and Seuss won't. And Captain is the first orange cat I ever met, which it was my auntie's cat, and Captain was special. He was a special breed of orange, I guess. That was it. So yeah. I remember now. I mean, I don't actually remember. I looked it up, but now I won't forget it anymore. Okay, we have another bad luck day, so no mining for us today. There is more stuff to harvest though, so the annual trout derby has begun. I'm assuming that is expanded, but I feel like this is a really good example of me not being sure whether that is expanded or whether that is... Ooh, wrong one. Hold on. That's vanilla? It's 1.6. Yeah. I feel like there's so many things in 1.6 that I just really do not know about. It's actually crazy. I didn't realize there was so much added in 1.6. Nope, don't want to eat the tomato. Okay, we have more summer squash. Let's put all of this in here. And then we're going to sell the quality crops again. I don't remember. What was 1.5? I don't remember what was in there. I mean, it could be that I didn't miss it. That I just thought I missed it because at this point, I'm starting to doubt everything I missed. Was 1.5 Ginger Island? Because I did play that. Because that came with the perfection tracker, which is how I know I reached perfection once. So I did play 1.5. I just entirely missed 1.6. I think 1.5 came out as I was early in my streaming journey, I think. Or maybe right before I started streaming. Was the big update concerned Abe dropped on us after saying no more major updates after the speedrunning? Yeah. So that's the thing. I do remember that it was like an unexpected update. And I remember seeing a lot about it on Twitter, but I also remember thinking to myself, if you're not playing a game, you really don't care about stuff like this. Like, I saw it and I was like, oh, that's really cool. And then I forgot instantly. And everyone was like, oh my God, you can now chug a mayo. And there's like people that are actually doing speed runs for chugging mayo. And all these things. And I'm like, oh my God, can you like water the right thing? Thank you very much. Really Pops keeps watering to the side. But yeah, it's one of those things that I saw and then I was I was like heavy into Stardew Burnout phase. So I really couldn't care. Like I saw it, took note, and then forgot about it. Bro likes to chug mayo. Hey, listen, we have a clip of me eating an entire spoon of mayo. I remember people streaming 1.6. I think that may have been when you first watched Stardew Valley content. I feel like that was... How long is 1.6 ago at this point? It's also already like 1.5 years or something like that, right? Because I remember all of a sudden, everyone was playing Stardew again to prepare for the 1.6 update. November 2024. Yeah, that could make sense timeline-wise. Which is like, if I think about it, it's not weird that at the time I really wasn't ready to play Stardew yet. Like, it literally took me 4 years to get out of my burnout. And I was so sad because there were like so many times where I thought to myself, like I was watching other people. I was watching other people play and then I was like, oh, this looks so cozy. And then even the thought of starting it up, I was immediately like, nah, I don't know. April for PC, November for console. Damn, April already. Wild. You know how we yesterday talked about like how if you make a lot of memories, time feels very long? I feel like for me, like 2025 was one of those years that during the year, it felt like forever. Like there were so many absolutely insane milestones. Like becoming Twitch ambassador, doing the photo shoot for the billboards, going full-time with content. Like there's so many things. Endless list. Going to a Siget, like a festival that I'd never been to. There's like so many firsts in that year. So during the year, it felt like forever. But at the same time, because it was such a full year and everything happened all at once, I feel like the year also sort of passed by without me realizing how much time was passing by. Like in the moment, it felt like, oh my God, it's a month after going full time. It felt like I'd been doing it forever because so many things had happened. But now that I look back and like when we're talking about stuff like 2024, that to me feels like an eternity ago. But at the same time, I'm like, that was only 2 years. But at the same time, that's 2 whole years. Like, I don't know. My brain is confused with time at this point. Like, so confused. Okay. We are done watering our crops. I'm gathering data on the correlation between soil alkalinity and crop fructose levels. Long story short, I need a fresh melon from your farm. If you brought me one, I'd be very grateful. Well, Demetrius, listen, pal. I got you covered. I got you one fresh melon. Let's go bring that over straight away. Exactly. Like, why does time work that way? It's so weird. Yeah, same. Confused since 2016. Well, yeah, I don't know if it's 2016. Definitely 2020. And you know what's funny? Concerned Abe send the updates out at the same time. It's up to the provider how fast it drops. Yeah. Yeah, that is why games on console are always delayed. Oh, wait, he's right here. Hi, bestie. Hex! Thank you so much for the 20-month resub. That is absolutely wild. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Please enjoy all your subby perks for a whole month more. Also, it's good to see you. Wait. This is perfect. I just what I needed for my research. It's going to be hard not to eat it. I know. Look delicious. Oh, nice. We actually get 550 gold. Slay. 2020 feels like forever ago. I agree. It feels like so long ago. I was like a different person. And I know that sounds really dramatic, but like I truly was a different person. And then like at the same time, I find it very wild to think about certain things that like I'm a different person, but at the same time, I started dating Scott in 2018. So like he was there when I was the other person, and he's still here. So I guess I didn't change that much, or I did, and maybe he changed with me. You know, like, but it's like wild to think about that. And I feel like I stalled somehow around then. But time has brought a lot of wonderful stuff along with it as well. Yeah, but I can imagine that is like a really impactful thing, right? Right? Oh my goodness, I can imagine if you transitioned in between, that's like even more so that feeling of like being literally a completely different person. Oh, wait, where? Wait, we end up here? I didn't realize that was connected. That's funny. I like it. But yeah, I can only imagine. That is like literally such a big change. Also, I don't think I've ever walked down here. I don't think I've ever gone on the boat. You shouldn't use Marlon's boat without permission. That is actually fair. Yeah, that area is, or like, not that areas from Expanded, because technically these areas exist in the normal one, but they're like more in depth and like differently connected than they are in the regular Stardew. So both of the areas exist. They just don't connect like that. They also don't look like that. It's interesting. Like the Expanded mod truly overhauls the whole map. I can imagine, Mim. A full year in Taiwan, and also like a study really defines you. I remember being in uni. That also defined me for that time. I was also a very different person back then, if I think about it. You guys want to hear something funny? You guys want to hear some tea? The other day I was checking on Instagram, like who saw my story. Because sometimes I find this interesting, just to like realize who is watching my stories on Instagram. You probably relate to this or not. Maybe you don't relate to this at all. Maybe you're like, I didn't even know you could check that. Well, you can. You can see who watches your stories. And I find this mostly interesting because people who see your stories are generally also people that get served your actual content. So sometimes I like to do a little scroll in the stories because those are people that are more likely to engage with my account. And I know this sounds very silly, but I will check this to see if there's like creators that I really look up to that are seeing my stuff, because then I'm like, then I need to be mentally aware of that. Just so that if I ever run into them in the wild and they bring something up, I'm not going to be really flustered and confused that they saw that. Even though I know at this point, like, there's people that I really look up to that follow me. So naturally, they're sometimes going to see my stuff. But as I was scrolling my little listy of like who has seen my stories, you know who I saw? My ex. He doesn't even follow me on that account. Like, I checked because I was so confused. I was like, wait, does he follow me on my public account? But this is like the guy who cheated on me. He cheated on me with a classmate. This was like my first year of university, okay? I was a baby. I was like 19. This is like 12 years ago. We were like together for like 8 months, and then he cheated on me with a classmate who actually later I found out the story is TT. I found out that he was actually, oh my goodness, Ilza, thank you so much. I love that. I found out that he was actually Ilza. No, that was just pure coincidence. Ilza, thank you so much for wanting to sub. I appreciate that. Thank you. Please enter all of your subby perks for a whole month. Thank you. But yeah, as I was saying, he actually wanted to date the girl he cheated with. Like in our introduction, we went like on a camp for an entire week, like an introduction camp. He tried to actually flirt with her, and then she didn't reciprocate, and I was his second choice. And then we started dating, but obviously I didn't know this at the time. He was always really like flirty with her, but he just kept telling me that that was in my head. And then I ended up catching him cheating. And the thing is, they're still together. Like, it's been 12 years. They like live together. I don't know if they're married or anything because I don't actually follow them. I just hear stories from other people like secondhand, but they're still together. So like, I guess that match was meant to be or whatever. I was really heartbroken about it at the time. Now I'm just kind of like, yeah, whatever. I mean, that dude was kind of a douche anyways. So I think I dodged a bullet. Also, oh my God, Mim. Love that I go for the word douche and that's exactly the word you're typing. That's funny coincidence. But yeah, absolutely. He was such a douche. And also there was like, we didn't have that much in common. I don't know. This was like, I think one of the few times I really experienced that sort of head over heels being in love with someone without actually having a reason to like that person. I don't know what my brain chemistry did. But looking back, my brain chemistry was wrong. Like just way off. So yeah, but that guy apparently checks my Instagram. And I don't know why. But I was like, is that because you talked about me and you like decided to look me up? But also, how did you find my public profile? Because it's not like you would know that that's my, like you would have to look for rosannatxt. Why do you know that name exists? That name didn't exist when we knew each other. So like, how did you find this account? Because it's not linked to my personal account in any way because of like doxing risk and anything. So like my public Instagram account is not linked to anything private. So like he wouldn't have been suggested to follow it. Maybe your ex is here right now. That'd be so funny. Listen. I mean, I'll take it. I guess that means you're still thinking about me. Just ironic because I had not thought about him in literally 5 or 6 years. Dude didn't cross my mind. So yeah. I was living my life. But I don't know. I mean, the thing is, I'm not even like mad or anything anymore. At this point, I'm just like, yeah, it was kind of just really sad and pathetic. Also, I think we already donated this to Gunther. I think we can just sell this. I think at the time, I don't know, it was just such a sad move. Like, how lonely do you have to be to feel so rejected by a girl that you're just going to go for a second pick? And then instead of just hooking up with your second pick, start dating that girl for like 8 months. And I mean, in this case, that girl was me, but still. But yeah, it was a whole messy thing because also at the time, I was actually in a relationship with someone, like with my high school boyfriend, who at the time I was so sure I was going to marry. Like, I was like, that's the love of my life. And then I fell in love with someone else, which was a whole mess. And then I broke it off, even though he was like also convinced that we were going to stay together forever. I did end up remaining friends with him. Like, obviously, we didn't talk for a good long time, but eventually we sort of like reconnected. He's actually someone who introduced me to a lot of games and a lot of music that I still love. So we still occasionally like just have a little chat on Instagram to check in with each other. And like, that's a person who I wouldn't be surprised. Like, if he is watching my Instagram stories, I'd be like, oh yeah, that makes sense. Like, I follow him too on my private account, but I'm going to marry him, but not right now. I need to live a little first. Yeah. No, but I think it's funny how, like, I don't know, when you're younger, you can be so convinced that something is like forever. You're like, this is my forever person. And you're like, girl, you're 16. You know nothing. I mean, some people do that. Some people meet their forever person at 16. It does happen. It's not impossible. But like, I was so sure. I was like, no, this is going to be my person forever. And yeah. Then life happened. I guess it's a year of regret for other people. I'm thriving. Wait, is it the year of regret? Really? My ex sent me a "you up" text a few weeks ago. Oh my, out of nowhere? Or do you guys still talk? Saying he was lonely, and I was like, yeah, so? Sucks to be you. Yeah, I mean, I guess sometimes it's like, it obviously depends on the situation. Like, sometimes maybe someone is just trying to reach out because they're actually really lonely, but then still, like, why reach out to your ex out of all people? I haven't talked to him since 2009, 29. So I can't even speak. That's crazy. A classmate and her boyfriend had already been together for like 4 years. That is wild. What did you study at uni? Facility management. I also was technically not at a uni. I was at a university for applied sciences. In the Netherlands, that's something different. We have like a weird education system. But I didn't do like a master's. I technically only did a bachelor's, and it was also a bachelor of applied science, so not like a scientific bachelor, which is what you do at university. Ooh, there's a new recipe we can learn today. Greetings, it is I, the Queen of Sauce, here to teach you a new mouth-watering recipe. Maki rolls! You know what we can do today after our long session of watering? Today we're gonna go buy animals from Robin. Hi Ro, I have some good news for you. A few days ago, I made a breakthrough in my research on local environment. I'll spare you the technical details and get to the point. You know that empty cave you have over in the cliffs? Well, I have a way to turn it into something useful for both of us. I'd like to set up the cave to attract some local species. That way I can observe them in a more controlled environment. And you can harvest whatever products they produce. I can either set up the cave to attract mushrooms or fruit bats. The bats will sometimes leave fruit for you to collect. I don't remember what was the better option. You're almost finished with your bachelor. You have a deadline on Sunday. Good luck. Good luck. Good luck. Are you going to do a master's after it? They've been together for 10 years when we graduated high school. Yeah, I mean, 9 years is 10 years. That's the same. Potato, potato. We broke up amicably, so it was fine. Maybe don't start like... Yeah, exactly. Like, maybe start with just, hi, how have you been lately? Like, actually check in. I was so sure he was just going to be with me until something better came along. So when Tom told me next Christmas we are spending together, I cried because it was the first time I realized he was planning a future with me. That's actually really sweet. That is really, really, really sweet. Not sure as of right now. Maybe in the future. That is so fair. I mean, a master's is a big commitment. As in, like, it's not just like a small... A lot of people are like, yeah, but it's only 1 or 2 more years. But, like, it's a lot of work in those years. And especially after doing a heavy bachelor's, sometimes you just need a break from studying. Okay. What do we do? Which one would you guys do? The mushrooms or the bats? I truly don't remember which one is the most useful one. I feel like early game, the bats is nice because you get fruit that otherwise you won't be able to get until you have the fruit trees. But then when you have mushrooms, you can keep selling them over time. Which I guess you could do with the fruit as well. Doing mushrooms on stream. Row for shame. You know, just doing shrooms. Why not? The mushrooms give you a dehydrator, but the mushrooms don't spawn as much as they used to. Ooh. I might go for bats as well. Especially if the mushrooms don't spawn as much as they used to, because I remember that was one of the very useful things. Let's go bats. All right, I'll get it set up for you right now. It shouldn't take any time at all. Thanks for letting me do this. Yay, let's go. No, that is so fair, Mim. Holy shit. Yeah, that studying is expensive. Anything I can harvest. Yeah. Okay. Got a bunch of things. Let's put all the non-quality stuff. And then, how long do these take to grow? Take 8 days. Yeah, so we cannot plant those anymore. Hold on. I can sell that one sunflower. And then we can sell the quality crops. And then we're going to do a long watering session again. And then I think we're going to go to Robin to... I actually don't know if I have enough materials to build the barn, but we might as well just go there. Like, take a bunch of stone and wood and stuff, because we do have enough money now to get it built. Speaking of enough money, you know what I also should do today? Maybe I should do that actually before I water all my crops and lose a whole bunch of time. Oh, we could... Oh, wait, that's golden carrots. Fancy. I forgot that I planted those. This is so much money. We should go to Flint and get a tool upgraded, which it cannot be our watering can, unfortunately. We have to wait for a day with rain. But I might actually go for our pickaxe. Because, we can't go to the mines anyways, as long as we're doing all of this farming and watering, because it's taking forever. So we might as well just use that time to upgrade our pick. The only risk is that I'll go drop it off, and then the next day, it'll say, like, tomorrow it's gonna rain. Which means that it would have been a perfect day to drop off the watering can prior, but that's fine. I think that's okay. Okay, let's see how far I can get. Because it's only 9 a.m. now. Oh my god. Water the right direction. Check the weather on the TV. Oh, I don't need to check the weather. I have the UI mod. So if it's going to rain the next day, it will tell me. It will tell me up here. The thing is, if tomorrow is going to be a day where it will say tomorrow it's going to rain, then we're fucked for dropping off a tool today. So there's always a slight risk. But you have that for even if you watch it on TV. Because we already know that tomorrow it's not raining. Oh my goodness, yes. Go get some rest. 5:30. Definitely sounds like time to sleep. I don't know what the stuttering is today. But the rest of my PC is like so fine. So I think it's actually maybe the game itself that is just having a little bit of hiccups. You know what is also really nice? I just realized this because I thought about my PC and like it running smooth. You know what is great about the temperatures being a lot lower? The fact that my PC is actually quiet. Because obviously during the heat, it was desperately trying to cool itself down. So the fans were going like a million miles an hour. But it's like you can barely hear it. Like you can hear a vague hum. But it's really nice. Live! That is wild. Almost 2 years is such a long time. Thank you so much for the 22 months. And also on freaking tier 2. Thank you. I appreciate that a ton. Also, how are you doing? It's good to see you. I hope you're doing really well today. Okay, we watered everything. I quickly want to check the cave. Yeah, obviously there's nothing there just yet. Okay, that makes sense. So we were going to go to Robin and we were going to go upgrade a tool. To upgrade a tool, I'm going to need 5 iron bars. Let's just take all my iron bars because, to be honest, I don't remember what we need to build the animal coop. But I think with that, we should get quite far. Meeting with a friend. Oh, Korean fried cauliflower. That sounds really good. Now doing my skincare. Oh, that is very cozy. I love that. That's such a good thing to do with a stream on in the background. I'm very excited for anyone who hasn't heard me talk about it. Next week on Tuesday in the evening, instead of gaming, we're going to do a self-care stream. So we would have like Super Sweet Bot, just like a co-working stream. And then we're going to do 50-10 Pomos as well. But the goal is self-care. So I will be doing my nails because I'm actually going to go to a convention. So I want to do my nails. And I might do like a mask for skincare as well. And if I have time left, I'll do some reading. It's going to be like a super cozy self-care night. I will be wearing my pajamas. Like I'll actually put on my jammies. Just because I can. So yeah, if you want to come hang out for that, it's going to be very cozy and chill. That is also one of the things that you guys unlocked during the 5-year streamiversary celebration. Together with the cooking stream that we're doing this Sunday. And I think after those two, I've done almost all of the streams that you've unlocked. Apart from the row on the go, but we're doing that in September. And then I still have to do the tattoo, but I'm still looking at where I want to go for that. I haven't made a decision just yet. Okay, upgrade tools. I think we're going to go for a steel axe. Oh, we are going to be really broke after this. That means we cannot go buy a barn today. Oh no, Jess. Oh, that sucks so bad. I'm so sorry to hear that. I might do it anyways, though. Because this is the right time for it. And I think I'm gonna... Oh, crap. I wanted to do my pickaxe. I just selected my axe. I wanted to do... Oh, that's fine. That is fine. I need to upgrade all of them anyways. Really? What would you want to get, Micah? What are you thinking about? That is very exciting. Okay, the bins are not friendly to me. I also really want to get the hat. That one went up really high. That means sometimes it does that when you get the bin hat. I really want the bin hat so badly. It's okay. We're going to make a lot of money towards the end of the season. We're going to need that money to buy crops as well, but I think it's okay. Let's actually double check though the requirements for the barn. Because then I can actually make a little note on my to-do list for what I need to gather for that. You know what the good thing is, though? We can actually complete the summer bundle. Because if I have my upgraded axe, I'll be able to go into the secret woods. And then we can get that final forageable. Okay, construct farm buildings. We need... Okay, mostly money. Do I want to go for a coop first or a barn first? Probably a coop first. So that'd be 100 stone and 300 wood. Barn. No. Coop. 300 stone. 100 wood. And 4k gold. Gold, bro. Right? Hi, Lika. Welcome in. Thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate it. How was peak today? Did you reach the peak? I love watching people play this game. I don't think I would enjoy playing it myself, but watching other people play is hilarious. I hope you had such a wonderful time. Thank you so much for coming over. You did reach the peak. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Welcome in, friends. For anyone from my side, if you're not following Lika, aka Katsicle yet, what are you doing? Go fix that right now. Absolutely lovely streamer. Very cozy space. Fellow Dutchie as well. So if you guys want to drop your bomb on the follow button, it's floating above chat right now. We also got hidden stuff behind peak, and it was very cool. Oh, I love that. I did not know that was in the game, but that sounds really nice. I love it when there's like little Easter eggs in games. It just, I don't know. It gives you a special like connection to a game once you get to the point where you start discovering the Easter eggs. Then you know that you're really into the game. But thank you so much for the raid. I really appreciate it. For anyone who's new here, welcome in. My name is Rosanna or Ro. I use she, her pronouns, and on the channel we do co-working, gaming, and a sprinkle of IRL streams. We're playing Stardew today. I finally cured my Stardew burnout after 4.5 years, and I'm playing Stardew Valley Expanded at a very slow and relaxing pace. So instead of like trying to speedrun to perfection, we are just enjoying the game. We're trying to make smart decisions to still progress and not like be stuck and not do anything. But also we're not trying to rush anything. For example, we're not doing the community center in the first year. We're just vibing. We are just vibing. So if that sounds like your cup of tea, you're very welcome to stick around. But also if you need to raid and run, raid and rest, that goes especially for you, Lika, but for anyone who came with the raid, please make sure to do so as well. But thank you for trusting your community with me. I'll do my best to take good care of them. You've also been getting back into Stardew recently. I'm so bad at getting burned out with that game. Yeah, same. I totally feel you. Like, it literally took me 4.5 years to be able to open the game and actually enjoy it. But I have to say, the taking it very slow approach has been very rewarding and surprisingly effective. I didn't expect that it would be this impactful, to be honest. I thought like, oh, I'll probably still have the same burnout feeling, but no, I'm actually looking forward to playing Stardew every single week. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not grinding it. I don't have like long Excel sheets where I'm trying to do everything at the right time. And it feels relaxing again. I recently unlocked certain things in Stardew and haven't played since, hoping I'm not burned out from it. I mean, as long as you can still open the game and look forward to playing, I think you're not burned out. Sometimes you need a break from games, though. Like, I have times where I'm really obsessed with a game, and then I need to take a little break from it, and then I come back to it. That's like natural, I guess. Oh, I hope you had a lovely time at the wedding, though. But yeah, I can imagine. The weather today was not easy. Also, I just realized I made a mistake in my list. It is actually... No, not done. It is actually... Can I not edit this? I can't edit this. Okay, so the only way that we can edit it, it's 100 stone, 300 wood, and 4,000 gold. There we go. And then we have the barn. I'm making a little list for myself to remember what I need to gather for the farm buildings I want to construct. Okay, so the barn is 600 gold. No, 6,000 gold. And then it's 350 wood, 150 stone. 150 stone. 350 wood. And 6,000 gold. Okay. See, now I can actually remember. I'm thinking about an open book laying down with a dagger in the middle and some flowers, but it's my first one, so I'm like, maybe do a smaller one. Oh, that is fair. I get that. My first tattoo was also a smaller one. Also, yes, I did miss it, so thank you for reposting. I understand not wanting to commit to a big tattoo immediately. At the same time, if you love the design, if you know that you love it, in the end, even a small tattoo is permanent. I think the placement might matter more or like make a bigger difference. Like, you can put something, obviously, like, let's say, in your face, literally. That's going to be very visible. You can also put something on your back, whether it's a big or a small tattoo. It's gonna be, like, still relatively private. Question, opinion, which tool do you upgrade first? If I can, my watering can. But I always wait until it rains before updating my watering can, so my crops will be watered as my watering can is getting upgraded. Otherwise, my pickaxe, because as soon as you go deeper into the mines, you're going to need an upgraded pickaxe. Also, thank you, Esther, for that uptime reminder. I appreciate it. And basically from there, I just go vibes. So I just see either my hoe or my axe, depending on where I am in the season. If I'm really close to the start of a season, then I won't do my hoe because you're going to need that to start off the season. But other than that, the hoe can be basically just upgraded anywhere in the season as long as it's not the first 2 days. So yeah, I would say definitely start with either your watering can or your pickaxe. That would be my advice. But if anyone in chat wants to disagree with that statement, then please do let me know. Okay, so we cannot build a coop. We cannot chop any trees. Can I already? No, okay. I always forget, like, when we can whack the bigger boulders, but I think it's iron pickaxe. But let's just gather some more supplies. Okay, we're starting to get tired. I'm just trying to use my time effectively. Did I have any trash that I can recycle? Nope, because I didn't do any fishing. I know it's really early, but I honestly might just go to sleep in the game. I said that and I was like, hold on, that might sound confusing. It might sound like I'm ending stream, but if I go to sleep now, I'll definitely be able to play for like at least one more day, maybe 2, before I actually go to sleep IRL. And my energy was really low. Steel axe, 1 day. Okay. Days in your hands. We are lucky today. You know what the good thing is? We didn't get the notification that it's going to rain tomorrow. So we didn't like fuck over ourselves with upgrading that tool. We fucked over ourselves a little bit because it was so expensive and I didn't think about that, but that's fine. Let's get our scythe and our watering can. There we go. Oh, this summer tune, such a banger. Okay. Okay, these took 7 days to grow, right? Also, I leveled up again, but I don't know if I leveled up in foraging or in farming. Hold on. I think I leveled up in foraging just now because I was already level 6 farming. Yeah, I think, Molly, all of us are in the same spot. We just love this banger of a tune. But yeah, that was definitely foraging. I'm curious what new recipes we'll get from that. But like I said, I am pretty sure that it takes 7 days for these summer seeds to grow, which means that we can actually make more, but we cannot plant them anymore because then they won't grow before the end of the season. That does mean that we already have 6,655. See, this is exactly... Actually, I'm going to sell that flower. This is exactly why we can actually make more. I'm realizing this now. Why I always go through the trouble of getting these summer seeds. Because we just doubled that. That is 12,705. I think by the end of the summer, if we get all of this done, I think we're going to make like 15 to 20k. Which is going to cover most of our quick tool upgrades. It's gonna cover all of the purchases for the crops for the fall. It's gonna allow us to like get a barn and a coop. Like we should be good. Because obviously in fall we're gonna continue to make money as well. And we're gonna do the same trick with the big farm field. So yeah. This is why I love doing the farming. Like early game farming is actually really useful. Okay, I'll save those because I can make more seeds with that later. And then we can sell the quality ones. There we go. Okay. Let's get all of our crops watered. And like I said, we're not going to be able to plant new things, which also means that the amount of crops that we need to water is going to get less and less and less and less. And that's actually really nice. Ooh, that is so fun. Which book did you pre-order? I would love to know. That's actually, hold on. I know that I've said a couple of times that I'm on a book buying ban, and that there's like an exception. There's 2 books I'm allowed to buy. Actually, there's a 3rd book that I'm allowed to buy. I'm going to buy Tape's Story from R.F. Kwang. I'm actually going to pre-order it, I think. I haven't done that yet. But I want to. Because I know I'm going to love it anyways. At this point, I have all of her books. So I should just get it. Sea of Charms is the 3rd book in a cozy fantasy series. The 1st book is... I think I've heard of The Spell Shop. I haven't read it, but I've heard people talk about it. But I love it. I love when you pre-order something and then it comes in, but like, I don't know. I'm either when I pre-order stuff, I'm like ridiculously excited and I just can't stop thinking about it. But sometimes, it almost feels like a luxury that you pre-order something and then you kind of forget about it. And then when it comes in, you're like, oh my God, that's like a treat to myself. It's like a little present. Also, you know what I ordered? Speaking of little presents, I ordered myself something. It's something that I've been wanting to buy for a while, but I never did it because I kept being like, yeah, it's not a necessary expense. I got myself a little, like, almost like a clip-in Bluetooth controller for my phone. So, like, you can put your phone in it, almost like a switch. And then you can, like, connect it with Bluetooth. And then any game that supports it on your phone, you can play it with a controller. And the thing is, I don't play a lot of mobile games. Because I find it extremely uncomfortable to play mobile games. Like, it physically hurts my hands. So the only time that I do it is if I'm on a plane and I really, truly have nothing else to do. But I recently got Tiny Bookshop, the game, on my phone. And I've been really wanting to play it, but it's just so uncomfortable to hold. Like, I really just cannot. And then I was like, oh, if I'm on the train to Germany next week, that would be like a perfect time to play a little game. And then I was like, what if I just order it now and then I can play games on my phone? I love Tiny Bookshop as well. We played it on stream once, which was great. And I actually might want to do a little YouTube playthrough and like finish it. But I love that I have it on my phone. Low stakes and still really immersive world and story. Oh, I love that. That's very relaxing. I got myself special editions of half of a book series, but there are pre-orders too. So I've been waiting for so long. Oh, which series did you get yourself? The fancy editions of. I saw there's a DLC coming. I was so excited when I saw that. I mean, honestly, I was already really excited when they announced that they were making it for mobile. The first 3 in Pumpkin Spice Cafe. Nice. That is also still on my TBR. Would love to read that at one point. Okay. All crops are watered. And we actually have more energy left over. Which is good. I might actually go to the mines. Let's take a little bit of extra food. I know, right, Lena? Isn't it the best? Like, I don't know. I don't know how postponed it for so long. It wasn't even that expensive. It was like 35 bucks. There's also really expensive ones. So what I'm hoping is that this one is not going to be like really crap, but it had good reviews. I yearn for the mines, exactly. I mean, it's only 120, so going to the mines now is just really beneficial. Not me downloading Stardew on my Switch too as we speak. Listen, that is lovely. But that's the thing. When I'm traveling, I don't want to like take my Switch. I know that sounds really dumb because that's literally what a Switch is made for, to be able to travel with it. But especially if I'm traveling to something like next week, like Gamescom, or if I'm going to TwitchCon US or something, I'm not going to go on a holiday. So I don't have a lot of time to game anyways. So I'm not going to carry an entire console just for maybe, if I'm lucky, an hour of gaming. But like just packing something like... You got an ancient seed. That is so good. We are not donating that to Gunther. Wait, do you need to donate to Gunther to actually get the seeds that you can plant? I think you have to. I need to look that up. I cannot fuck this up. I actually, on my playthrough, my first playthrough of Stardew on stream ever, I got an ancient seed on my first day on level 5 of the mines. You do need to donate. Okay. We're going to do that now. I don't even care. Because I don't want to fuck this up. I don't want to die in the mines and then lose my ancient seed. I would crash out. But the earlier we get ancient seed, the better. Because that is your moneymaker. But yeah, the last time I played, I got it on level 5 of the mines on like literally the first day. Or, well, not the first day because the mines are not open on the first day. But like, I think I got it on my first stream. The reason I was stressed out if I needed to donate it or not is because the first time I got a prismatic shard, I donated it to the museum. And then it took me forever to get another one. I know, that was crazy luck. Never finished that playthrough. Speaking of crazy luck, that save file was blessed, I think, because I also got the trash bin hat within the first week. What? The timing of that was crazy. Listen, I don't think I've ever been this happy. What happened? I was literally saying that my other Stardew save file was so lucky because I got the trash bin hat on my first week. As I say it, I get the trash bin hat in this particular save. The coincidence of that is crazy. Literally right after finding an ancient seed. It says right here in the UI, it says the day's in your hands. We don't even have a lucky day today. I am mind boggled, but I shall be wearing my trash bin hat proudly. Also, thank you for clipping that. That is fantastic. You need to slay the bugs in the mine for more ancient seeds. Imagine if we get more. I mean, if we have a seed maker, you can eventually make more, right? Absolutely wild. Absolutely wild day. We got the... Wait. We got the recipe. Did we learn it? Yeah. We did. But I think if you plant these, you can make more ancient seed with the seed maker as well. But if you get more ancient seed in the mines, you can also now turn it into ancient seed to plant. As confusing as that naming is. But yeah, now I no longer have to check the bins every single day. Not that I was doing that super consistently. What a day. Remember when I said I was going to go to the mines? I'm so happy. Listen, this actually makes me so happy. You have 45 prismatic shards? That is also kind of wild. I mean, good for you. I love that. I don't know why, but I'm so happy with my silly trash hat. Like, why is that such a dopamine boost to me? Also, I'm actually going to put my ancient seed in my valuables chest for now. Because I'm not going to grow it just yet. Also, Bumblebee, welcome in. How are y'all doing? Actually, I've never heard that one before. And I truly, genuinely mean that. I don't think anyone has ever said that, and I love it. I love it. I'm doing really good. How are you? doing. Okay, anyways. There's actually something really important I need to do. I think the UI is already scaled up to the max, yeah. Because I want to take a screenshot of my little character with my little bin hat. Can I just do this? Does that take a screenshot with the UI? I think so. Because, oh, that's weird. If I try to take a screenshot of this game, it actually didn't work. Okay, there we go. No, now my mouse is in the way. Oh my god. I know that you guys can't see this, but okay, every single time I tried to take a screenshot, my mouse would literally hover over my character. Also, I should probably take a photo of my farm for the thumbnail. I just realized this. Because this is our summer farm. There we go. Save the screenshot. Okay, let's continue with some cleanup. Let's actually check the cave. I don't think any bats have been here just yet, but we might as well. Nope. And the thing is, we're gonna need like a lot of wood and a lot of stone. I currently cannot really get any wood because my axe is for an upgrade. But we can just get rid of stone on our farm until we run out of energy. To be fair, it is already 7 p.m., so... I still can't believe that we got ancient seed and the trash bin hat on the same day. Crazy. Hey, bestie, here's my trash hat. No, I mean, like, literally, thumbnail and title would be big things happen today. Like I said, I don't know why I'm this excited about all of it, but I am. I just think the trash bin hat is like such a silly Easter egg. That like so many people will never actually find because a lot of people check the trash bins early game and then they kind of give up. Which I get. Because there's no... like, eventually you have enough food, you have enough resources. Like, there's absolutely zero benefit to checking the bins every single day. Unless you specifically know that the trash hat is there and you want to go get it. Okay, we're getting tired. $7 p.m. That is late. Time to go to bed. IRL. Oh, wait, we got a geode. Hold on. We can put that in. Oh, we actually got 3 geodes. We can ask our buddy to open those later. Let's put this away. And then I guess we're just gonna go to sleep. We can pick up our axe tomorrow. Okay. Woo! I think I'll play one more day, by the way. It's Friday after all, and I have a day off tomorrow, so mystery boxes can now be found. Okay, question: vanilla or expanded? Level 6 foraging. Okay, nice. Vanilla. See, I'm so out of touch. We have a slight problem though. I just realized this. Because tomorrow it's gonna rain. Which means that I would love to drop off my watering can today. But I can't. Because I don't have the money. I'm gonna do one more day in Game Master. The thing is, I don't think we can... Can we sell seed bags at Pierre's? We might have to check that. I actually don't know if you can sell anything in this game. Like that. Okay, but we're first gonna have to water everything. Because then we can just sell all of this already. Sell at Pierre's? You can't do that? Some things you can sell at Pierre's, right? Or am I making this up? Like, go to his shop and then sell it directly instead of putting it in the bin? Maybe I'm misremembering this from other games. Like, I know it's usually... Because there's also a bunch of stuff he doesn't accept. Like, you can't sell gems and stuff. Or fish. I think he only accepts farmer-related products. Like, he accepts produce and seeds, I think. Yeah, like, ore to Clint, exactly. But I'm wondering if he accepts seed packs or just crops. Because if it's just crops, we are kind of fucked. But if it's also seed packets, then we're in business. I should have thought about this last night. And, like, I should have just sold a part of these seeds already. Like, the days before. I don't think with the crops that are going to be in my... The crops that I would be able to sell, I don't think I would be able to make 5k. Like, let's say I were to just focus on the crops. But let's hope that he accepts them. That would be nice. I mean, I guess we would only have to sell crops for 4k because we already have 1,000. He also takes forageables. Yeah, but I currently don't want to sell my forageables because I still want to make seeds. But do seeds count as forageables or farmables? Or he sells seeds, so that's why I'm like, maybe he'll accept it. Otherwise, we're just gonna pick up our axe and cry about it. And sell these seeds tonight and then hope that we just get another day of rain. My character watering the wrong way is literally the bane of my existence. Keeps happening as well. Okay. In 2 days, though, we're also not going to have a lot more to water. Which I guess is also good. Oh, no. There's also some that still need 4 days. I thought the 2-day ones were the longest ones. If we could get our watering can upgraded, though, that would be so nice. Let's hope. We'll see. Because that would make replanting everything in fall also 10 times faster. So I don't expect to have sprinklers by then. Or maybe a couple, but not that many. Okay, let's see. We can still pack up our inventory with like crops and things we can actually sell. I normally do that at the end of summer, but I know watering like this is definitely dedication. I'm also like excited to be done with that. Oop. Okay, I can keep all of this. We definitely do not need this many summer squash. I can keep 2. And we can sell these 20. That is already 1,000. I also definitely do not need this many hot peppers. Hold on. Let's save 5 of those. That is another 1,500. Because even if he doesn't take the seeds, maybe we could do it. Trying to see if there's anything I could sell that is like worth a bit more. Some of the flowers are... We can sell half of our sunflowers. The thing is, I know the sunflowers make a really good gift, so I don't want to sell too many of them. I guess we could sell the quality mushrooms as well, because we still have the normal ones, and we already donated it to the community center anyways. I can take... Oh, he doesn't take sea urchins, of course. Okay, sorry. I just realized we should stay with the actual farming stuff, because otherwise he's not going to buy it. Okay, let's go to Pierre, and let's hope... I mean, we can still sell all the crop things as well, because I'm going to sell those anyways. But I just think it's not going to be enough. I think it's going to be barely enough. Or, like, just too little. Actually, I think it's going to be just too little. He does take the seeds. Oh, I just became a very wealthy person. We can upgrade our watering can easily. True, we could sell fish to Willy if we were short, but I think we're good. Oh, I'm so happy that he takes the seeds. Thank God. Also, there should be mysterious dropped packages. Maybe we can keep an eye out for that as soon as we've dropped off our supplies over Egglands. Yay, we got a steel axe. And now let's upgrade to a steel watering can. Ro, you are a fucking idiot. I didn't bring my watering can. He's open until 6. I should be able to make it back to my farm and then back to... That is so dumb. My luck of yesterday, finding the trash can hat, turned my brain to trash, I think. It's still good. It's still good. We got rich. We got upgraded tools. That means we can get into the secret forest within summer still, so we can get that last forageable. Life is good. Upgrade the hat. I want a gold hat, please. I want a gold trash bin hat. Good night, Liv. Good night, good night. I hope you have some really good sleeps. I'm excited for having good sleeps tonight and sleeping in a little bit because I've been waking up really early for the past 2 days. Yesterday, I needed to put my trash outside for it to be picked up at a municipality service for like bigger trash. We had some like old furniture and stuff that needed to go. And then this morning I went to Pilates. So I also woke up on time. So I'm ready to sleep in tomorrow. And then I'm going to wake up tomorrow morning and I think I'm going to make myself an extensive breakfast. Like with maybe like egg, a baked egg or something. And like some nice toast. Just like some really good food. Just like delicious breakfast. I think I might make toast with hummus and cucumber and egg. Like a boiled egg. And like pepper and salt. And then I'm going to read my book. And then I might just read my book until it's finished. Pilates has been going well. Today was a bit of a rough day. So what we usually do in Pilates is there's like a routine. And I got really used to the last routine, but they usually do them for about 6 to 8 weeks. So after 6 to 8 weeks, they switch to routine, which makes sense. Like there's a wide variety of exercises. So it makes sense that they switch it around. But there's a couple of things that for me don't really work. Like for me personally, anything that relates to planking is just not great because I don't have strong shoulders. So I'm not optimally training my core if we're doing a lot of planks for core exercises. Especially if we start doing side planks where you basically need to lean on just one shoulder. And the new routine actually has quite some exercises that just don't really fit. Like I can do them adjusted, but still they are not as effective as when I do, for example, like there's also ones where we do crunches or like tiptoes while you're laying on your back. Those are way more effective for me because I'm not like straining my shoulders, so I can go on for longer, which means I'm just basically training my core more. So I would say that for the current routine is not perfect for me. The previous one was a lot better. So I'm struggling a little bit. Oh, I forgot that there is, hold on. I for a second forgot that in the secret forest there is jelly beans. Or what are they called? The jellies. Not the jelly beans. Why did I call them jelly beans? But generally speaking, it's been going pretty well. I'm still going every single week. And I'm actually really proud of myself because next week I'm at Gamescom, as you guys know. And I always go to Pilates on Friday. And I actually booked a class on Sunday so I can go when I'm back. Which, low-key, I would have never expected for myself a couple of years ago. Okay. I'm specifically trying to locate a forageable. I'm not really like interested in chopping trees or anything else back here. Which con are you going? Gamescom. In Germany. What is this heart here? Exclamation point. Those are probably special ones. I don't think I'm ready for those yet. But I am going there for work. So I have 2 sponsors that I'm working with, which basically means that I had the opportunity to go almost break even. Not entirely. But it's a really good networking opportunity. Especially considering that I've been doing a lot more variety gaming as of recently. So there's going to be a lot of game studios that I want to connect with. Like smaller game studios, indie games and stuff like that. So I'm very excited. Ooh, I see the forgeable that we need. Hold on. Oh, you'll be there too. Nice. But for work, so I can explore as much as I like to. That is really nice. That's also fancy. Oh, that is from the Enchanters bundle. That is actually a bundled thing as well. Oh, hold on. I didn't see that slime. But yeah, I'll basically only be there on Thursday and Friday. And my Thursday is already fully booked. And then on Friday, I hope to actually have, like, in the morning, I have a sponsored presentation, but I hope to actually have some time to explore and talk to brands and stuff on the Friday afternoon. But I also already have, I don't know how this always happens with cons. Every single time I make plans to go to a con. This time as well, I have a dinner on Thursday, and then I have another party on Friday. Like Twitch is throwing an official like creator community meetup party, like the community meetup organizers. So I'm going to that one, and then there's like a creator dinner that I got invited to on Thursday. So, and then on Wednesday, I'm very excited. I'm actually meeting Lena, which is so fun. For context, we've never actually met. At this point, I've met a lot of people from Twitch, IRL, but I haven't met Lena yet, and I'm very excited. I am very excited. We're gonna go have dinner, which I think is so fun. Okay, I should probably put some iron ore in the stove, in the furnace. So cool, right? I know. We were like keeping in touch to see kind of like if I was gonna go to TwitchCon, Gamescom, like if it would be a possibility. And then for the longest of times, there was so much unclarity on whether I would be going or not. Because like sponsors were just really slow to respond to things. I mean, I still have 2 sponsorships that might happen that are still open. Like, I don't know. That to me just feels wild. Okay, we need to have these 2 for the bundles. Then I'm gonna put this in the furnace. It's been yeah. Overdue is I think an understatement. Like, I feel like honestly I don't know. How can you take that long? Especially because one of them is like a brand that, not even a brand. I don't even know who the actual brand is because it's a management agency representing a brand. They are the ones who invited me to the whole event. They were like, we really want to have you here. We might even, like, if possible, pay for your hotel or something. At this point, I had other things lined up, so it still made sense to go. So I booked my own things. But like, they reached out in July. Like, come on. It's less than a week before at this point. But you never know. Sometimes these things just happen very last minute. So, you know, maybe I wake up tomorrow or Monday and all of a sudden there's still sponsors that are like last minute. They're like, oh, we still got a spot in the budget or something. Okay, I think this is going to be it for today's stream. That means that next time that we play... Ooh, I didn't mean to walk outside. Next time that we play... we can actually go... Hold on. Hold on. Oh, actually, I already wrote down barn and coop because we now have enough money for that. We have enough money to go at least get one of the 2. I think I might start with the coop because it's a little bit cheaper. And then at the end of the season, we can sell so many more of those seed buckets. And then we definitely have enough money. We also should have enough iron to upgrade one other tool. So I think before the end, that we should write down. Hold on. Before end summer, upgrade pick. So that next time we play, that's something that I want to focus on. It's going to be coop and upgrading the pickaxe and just continuously taking care of the farm and make as much money as we can so that when fall starts, we can easily make our new farm fields and we can go, because in fall it actually rains a lot more. So then we should be able to go to the mines. I know, Lena. I know. So true. So true. Yeah. Absolutely wild. But yeah, I am actually very excited with the progress that we made today. We got a bin hat. We actually leveled up farming, I think 2 levels. We got leveled up in fishing, foraging. Made a lot of money. Upgraded multiple tools. This was a very productive stream, even though I didn't really intend for it. Like, I wanted to make a lot of progress, but I didn't necessarily know if we were going to make it today with progress, but I'm very happy. I am very happy. That is awesome. Let me actually put on some music while I see who we can raid for today. Let's have a little look-see. I mean, there is always the good option of farm week, but we have rated Kayla this week already. So I'm just going to do a little check to see if there's anything that would be like a better fit. But honestly, farm week might just be the way to go. Because she's playing Fields of Mystria, which I think would be a perfect hop over. It would be great if she was playing Stardew today, but I know she's playing with Dan. I saw her play earlier this week. Ooh, wait. I do see another really good option as well of someone I actually don't get to raid super often. They're not doing Stardew though. Yes. Oh, I'm 100% going to go do the haul with the indie games for sure. There's already a couple of indie game companies that I really want to talk to that actually I have talked to digitally. So I want to go meet them IRL. I am 100% going to go there. That's one of the things that I'm super excited for. Just to kind of get like a little bit of an idea of all the things coming, but also meet the people behind the games. Because I think that's one of my favorite things. But yeah, I actually know where we're going to go. We are going to go to someone who is running a water park, which I think is very chaotic. I've seen people play this game. It's like, you know, in Roller Coaster Tycoon that you can build roller coasters where people just yeet off of the track. I feel like Water Park Sim really took that concept to the next level. So you are actually running a water park, but you can go a little ham. I've seen some fun things about this game. So I think this is going to be cool. Yeah, the water park game looks really fun. So I think this is going to be a good place to raid into. Also, this is someone that you guys already know. And it's good vibes. It's really good vibes. Thank you, Esther, for putting all the links in chat. If you guys are hanging out here and you would like to know when and what I stream, specifically next week with the adjusted schedule for Gamescom, but also just in general, if you want to know what we're doing, I have a bunch of really fun things coming up next month and the months after. So, keep an eye on the Discord, I would say. Join there. You can find the schedule every single week. I post it in time zone friendly ways. We have one more stream this week on Sunday. I'm going to post the schedule already tomorrow, so you'll see that popping up in the Discord, and I'll also mention that stream then. We're going to be doing a cooking stream on Sunday, so if you want to come hang out for that, we'll be in my kitchen. Also, if you want to check out any of my other socials, specifically Instagram is where I'm most active. I actually did a fun post today that is like meet me in fives, and you can meet me through five books, 5 movies, 5 hair colors, stuff like that. Or you can check out my YouTube content, where I post more gaming content on my main channel. I actually worked on a really cool Minecraft video that took me like 3 months to make. It's like a 100 days video where I'm also farming. I'm basically doing Stardew in Minecraft. So if you want to check that out, I uploaded it yesterday. And I also have a bunch of exciting Let's Plays coming out next month. I'm working on multiple at the same time. Or if you want to watch back any of my streams, you can do that on rosannatxt too. That's where I've been re-uploading everything. And also like adding timestamps and stuff. So if you want to catch up with, for example, the Stardew streams, you can watch part 1 to 6, and I've like neatly timestamped it so you can easily see where the gameplay starts and all of those things. But yeah, that post was so fun. I'm glad you liked it. I had such a fun time making it. Like truly, genuinely enjoyed making that one because I just got to think about like all the things I like. Also, thank you for putting those raid messages in chat. If you guys are going to come along on the raid, feel free to copy paste one of the raid messages that was just posted. You can use the ones with emotes if you're subscribed to the channel. Otherwise, you can use the one with the little green leaves. And we're going to go say hi to Steven. So if you want to come along, I would greatly appreciate that. I'm going to set up that raid when we are on the end screen. I know, right, Esther? I know. I feel like that means that I'm consistent in my likes. But yeah, I'll talk to you guys on Sunday during the cooking stream, or I'll see you guys next week on Monday and Tuesday for both gaming or co-working or self-care. All of it is included in the package. But thank you so much for hanging out, and I hope you guys have a lovely, lovely weekend.